everyone's against me. Maybe something in the air, am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't. I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase the bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything.
Sick of the venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted, created a legacy off of me just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail. I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dream. Cause I'll do anything. Want a reality. I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dreams. Cause I'll do anything.
Oh, damn, another day with the crazies, I guess. Let's get it. Let's see, I see that there's some more games that came out. We got a review for the new Mario Tennis. That sword looks sick. What the fuck? That thing looks crazy. What does that look like near Gigante? Oh, it's not. It's that other one. Okay. The fuck is this? That's cool. That's it. I don't really want to watch the rest of that. A lot of Monster Hunter stuff came out. What's this? What is this? Oh, hell no. Ew, fuck no. That's like a Telltale game where you have to, like, choose the different dialogue choices. It's not even a fucking game, bro. Fuck out of here with that. Care about that crap. Oh, hold on. Oh, Battlefield Season 2? Here we go.
Pax Armada seized Hagental Air Base, the weak link in NATO's satellite command node. This loss has left us blind.
A coordinated strike on a strategic NATO.
Show any Pax movement until it was too late.
Succeed. Suddenly a flashpoint. Is lost. NATO's line just collapsed.
This looks really good.
Unraveled by the ship. It's a complete generational failure. The situation spiraling faster than anyone can plan.
See, when I see a game, I want to see, like, an actual war zone. I don't want to see fucking whatever the fuck that bullshit was that COD had, man. This is so much better.
Command has authorized full force engagement against the base. Whatever it takes, whatever it costs. We take that note.
Yo, you know Call of Duty's got to dip its fingers into the Maduro thing, right? We need like a recreation in Call of Duty with the Maduro people, and they could get like the actual guys that did the mission as like the voice actors of the characters. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh my god.
We lose this war.
They could call it like the Maduro Chronicles or something. Yeah, but it doesn't have any gameplay. It's just a cinematic of them cooking. That shit's dumb. I want to see gameplay. In fact, them not showing gameplay kind of sends some red flags my way. Not even gonna lie about that. Oh, Subnautica 2 is gonna be Garbo. Titan Quest? The hell is this? Oh, that's 6 minutes. We're not watching that shit. That's way too long for a trailer. Skull and Bones is another MMO RPG. Ooh, we watching this for sure. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, High on Life, baby. Let's go. All day, every day.
He snorted your mum off a space toilet. You'd be mad, but there wouldn't be anything you could do about it unless you happen to have an arsenal of powerful alien guns.
This is the last, that's the last mission in the game. In the first game.
Unless you happen to
This
have
is the last mission in the first game right here.
of powerful alien guns and some tricked out power armor. This is the story of you, an unassuming kid who just happens to love video games, and how Earth getting taken over by a vast interstellar drug cartel turns out to be the making of you.
That's right.
The events of High on Life start at the outbreak of alien invasion on a seemingly normal day in sleepy suburbia. Your parents are out of town, your coke...
By the way, the entire thing's uploaded onto YouTube. You can go watch the whole damn thing on YouTube. I've already played through this game. That's why we're gonna play through the other one.
Lizzie wants to throw a wild party, but all you want to do is lose yourself in a legally distinct first-person shooter. Relatable. Out of nowhere arrives the G3 cartel, led by a disgusting, slimy slugman called Garmantuous, a blob of distorted flesh more hideous than Jabba the Hutt, and twice as mean. He's here because, sadly, human beings are a very potent recreational drug. In a spot of obscenely bad luck,
Emphasis on the High on Life aspect of it.
we just happen to be like catnip to the various species that make up galactic civilization. So the G3 cartel is here to enslave us, stick us all in jars, and sell us on street corners, showing absolutely no regard for our rights as sentient beings, and even a callous indifference to beloved Hollywood stars Jack...
Yep, there's Sigourney Weaver and Jack Black. Sigourney Weaver and Jack Black appear in the game as well.
And Susan Sarandon. Not relatable. Fortunately, an early chance encounter with companion Kenny tips the scales ever so slightly back in humanity's favour. Kenny is a Gatlian, a species of sentient gun from the planet Gatlas, a proud race of beings also enslaved by the cartel, subjected to a brutal bioengineered plague, and the survivors press-ganged into forming the bulk of the cartel's lethal arsenal. You know, I'm starting to think these guys aren't very nice. Kenny turns out to be an affable young gun with an axe to grind against the cartel and a plan for you both to get even. With his help, you escape the ravaging of Earth by warping your entire house to Blim City, an alien metropolis full of gleaming towers, fantastic technology, and pawn shops, criminal gangs, filthy slums, and gobby delinquents.
Yep. I killed that guy.
It's a city, after all. I mean, they're all Birmingham if you get right down to it. So here's the plan.
Oh
Become a
shit, it's
licensed
Chad in the
and
chat.
destroy the G3
Holy shit.
cartel's entire sordid operation by systematically murdering...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sad that I missed out on playing this game at launch. This game was really funny. I enjoyed this game a lot.
Which involves chaotically murdering much of its bottom brass, all of which is quite impossible.
And the gameplay was really good too.
Without the help of Gene Zaruthian, a down-on-his-luck, formerly famous bounty hunter who has at some point resorted to selling his own legs for a bit of quick cash, in exchange for a permanent seat on the couch and custody of the TV remote, naturally.
Wow, you really made yourself at home, huh?
He sets you up with the aforementioned tricked-out power armor and the all-important Bounty 5000, a vast alien computer that combines the functions of Microsoft Outlook and a Stargate. And then your first mission. Head to the slums, recover Gene's knife, Knifey,
Pleased to meet you. I'm Knifey. More, I need more stabbing.
and assassinate 9 Torg, the local crime boss, and also 5 Torg, her cloned sister, if you like. That's optional. While not strictly speaking part of the G3 cartel, 9 Torg's gang do business with them as drug runners, and so it feels perfectly morally consistent to, you know, murder them all.
I almost feel bad.
I didn't know that you could kill her. I didn't kill her. I let her live.
Knifey recovered and the associated skills of knife crime and grappling unlocked, your crusade to save humanity from the scum of the universe begins in earnest.
Yeah, welcome to space.
Just as Jean gets comfortable on your sofa and your sister gets comfortable with the local dating scene. Your first target is Krubis, the big cheese of G3's mining operations on the planet Zephyr Paradise, with a thick New Jersey accent and drills for hands. Mining operation, you say? I thought this was a drug cartel.
They don't bleep anything out in the game. They say it. They say, who the fuck are you? They don't bleep anything
Could
out.
they possibly be mining drugs. They're mining drugs, specifically a living drug called Fergals, another sentient race enjoying the dubious honour of somehow having evolved to give other aliens a really good high when snorted. They tend to live underground in caves, hence the mining. Fergals share the planet with the Moplets, a race of despair bears with ball sacks for faces who have been brutally enslaved by Krubis in order to keep the mines running. Krubis, however, has a problem. With the discovery of humans, a much more potent narcotic, yes, always number one, the demand for Fergals is set to collapse, and therefore he's fast slipping out of favour with Garmantuous, meaning his position within the G3 cartel rests on very shaky ground. Which is what happens when you dig too many tunnels. Soon enough, however, that's the least of his concerns because you kill him and take his gun, Gus. Gus is a JB Smoove voiced frog-faced shotgun with a vacuum function who can shoot large saw blades that you can use as platforms. He's also the only Gatlian who has arms, which is ironic for a race of arms. Arms. Yeah. The second G3 target is Douglas, the cartel's head of training and also torture. And though some level of evil is required to work in recruitment, Douglas's unrelenting cruelty and hedonism makes him extremely bad at his job, often making new recruits fight each other to the death despite the G3's existential staffing problems. This, of course, means he's fast slipping out of favour with Garmantuous, which seems to be a running theme here. How can such a chaotic and badly managed organisation be the dominant criminal conspiracy in the galaxy? It's almost like someone else is really pulling the strings here. Douglas is a small, vulnerable octopus creature who is obsessed with setting pointless, arduous training tasks. In disguise as Dr. Dupey, he convinces you to lead him back to the power armor
He ends up getting himself killed.
accidentally locked himself out of while on a bender. The ruse can be uncovered by Gus,
He's lying to our faces. Just do it. Shoot his ass.
and so you can just shoot him instead of playing his stupid games. Or not, it doesn't matter. Either way, you end up fighting his suit, occupied or otherwise, win, and acquire a new Gatlian companion, Sweezy, an obnoxious needler with a nifty time bubble alt-fire which can be used to get into air ducts.
Dude, I love that damn Needler. She's so cool. That whenever I was shooting that, I always thought of the Halo Needler.
Clog Nugman, Blim City's magistrate, summons you to his office to congratulate you on your campaign against the drug trade, and offers his assistance in rescuing the human race by building a safe haven for your people and giving you a device to teleport any humans you find directly there. Setting aside for now the high probability of this guy having a nefarious agenda, you proceed to the next assassination mission, stopping briefly to solve another domestic between Jean, Lizzie, and her dip boyfriend Tweeg.
Hey, I'm Tweeg. I'm dating your sister.
The next target, Dr. Giblets, the cartel's deranged warp scientist who's currently hiding out back on Zephyr Paradise, which is information gleaned after investigating the High on Life bong shop in Blim City.
Thanks for shopping at High on Life.
Hey, that's the name of the game. Current intel on Dr. Giblets says he's gone into hiding after murdering all of his own men and is in possession of a powerful Gatlian. Upon finding his secret base, however, you're only met with a busted Gatlian, utterly broken and inoperable as a result of being experimented on. Before you can deal righteous revenge on his behalf, though, Giblets dies from accidentally tripping over after you startle him.
That's the one. That's the one that dies in a really dumb way. Yeah, one of these bosses, they just fucking die.
Far from saving you the bother of a boss fight, though, this leads to one of the hardest battles in the game in the form of Dr. Giblets' posthumous revenge. Regardless, Giblets ends up thoroughly dealt with, and the busted Gatlian is delivered back to Jean to see if anything can be done for them. But Giblets wasn't the only G3 boss on Zephyr Paradise performing horrific medical experiments. Next on the hit list, the Skrendel brothers, overseers of Skrendel Labs, a vast drug facility where the cartel are breeding and experimenting on humans in order to increase their potency. On the way, you rescue another Gatlian, Creature, and learn of the nasty experiments that have turned him into a gun that is permanently pregnant, capable of shooting his own offspring as projectiles. What is with these guys and horrific medical experiments? The Skrendel Bros are a compound being of triplets who combine into an ultra form during your final battle with them, which they obviously lose. By now, you've become enough of a thorn in the cartel's side to garner the attention of Garmantuous himself.
I've got the two most important people in your life,
who warns you to back off with the implication that your long-lost parents will be harmed if you don't.
He's got your parents.
Hey, it's me, Jack Black.
Which, as mentioned, actually turns out to be Hollywood's beloved Jack Black and Susan Sarandon, not actually your parents, in one of the game's funniest twists and long-form
Susan
gags.
Sarandon? I thought that was Sigourney Weaver. Is that not Sigourney Weaver?
Completely killed the build-up for here.
I don't know who the fuck Susan
Hey, look,
Sarandon
if you
is.
were
Who the
bothered
fuck
about
is that?
spoilers, you wouldn't be watching a recap. In the meantime, it turns out that the busted Gatlian is a former resistance leader by the name of Let's Do It, now a shadow of his former self due to mistreatment, but still a hugely powerful firearm, if Jean can get him to work, and one with which Kenny has a very troubling past. It wouldn't be a video game without a perilous third act where you nearly lose everything.
Lizzie's been gone for a while. It's probably nothing, and I'm obviously not actually worried or anything because I hate her.
Firstly, Lizzie has gone missing, and so you head to Space Applebee's in the slums where her
I forgot about Space Applebee's, bro.
Tweeg works as a cook. That's right, there's a Space Applebee's in one of the funniest and most unlikely pieces of product placement ever featured in video games. This would be like having a licensed Omega watch in a Bond game that you only ever see covered in. At Applebee's, Kenny takes one of the game's rare quiet moments to explain his unwitting part in the downfall of the Gatlian race, confessing that he became the personal firearm of a G3 smuggler and ended up through cowardice and incompetence leading the cartel directly back to his home planet, triggering a war which his people lost due to a genetically engineered disease that turned most of them catatonic. Feeling the huge strain from this guilt, Kenny vows to save humanity to atone for the genocide of his people, which is all pretty heavy stuff for a daft Rick and Morty.
That's really fucking sad. Like, they used him to effectively slaughter his entire planet.
Feeling the huge strain from this guilt, Kenny vows to save humanity to atone for the genocide of his people, which is all pretty heavy stuff for a daft Rick and Morty first-person shooter, but the pathos is regularly interrupted by a hapless Applebee's waiter just to keep things light, you know.
Dude, take a hint! Can't you see we're in the middle of a thing here?
Moving on, it turns out Tweeg is a G3 agent tasked with infiltrating your home by romancing Lizzie and gaining her trust. He's seen kidnapping her in his space RV and fleeing Blim City, but before you can chase, you have to leave a tip, obviously.
Can't dine and dash. I love this place. Don't want to get blacklisted.
But also the city is overrun by G3 cartel, forcing a hasty escape involving warping your house once again to a new location. This time, the toxic ruins of Gatlas, the home planet of the Gatlians, now destroyed.
Jesus. I didn't realize it was this bad.
There's nothing left. This was our home?
But yeah, Lizzie's fine, by the way.
Oh my god!
Hey.
What the fuck? He was alive whenever I showed up.
The penultimate boss is Nipulon, Garmantuous' right-hand man and the G3's chief of customer relations, in which capacity he runs an infamous drug den and is, contrary to the wisdom of most high-level operatives in the illegal drug trade, partial to his own merchandise. And of course, like Batman's Scarecrow or a tired parent with access to Calpol, Nipulon is skilled in weaponizing drugs, leading to one of the trippiest boss fights in modern gaming. One in which we learned that, no matter the odds, any challenge can be overcome with the power of teamwork.
Holy shit, okay, we're back. I think we're back. That was a lot. Is everyone okay?
And that handling firearms while intoxicated can sometimes lead to a positive outcome? Actually, you know what? I don't think there is a moral to this story. It's just a bunch of stuff that happens. After dispatching Nipulon, Jean manages to save the powerful Gatlian Let's Do It from oblivion.
Let's do it.
With no more guns to collect and no more
Let's do it.
purchase, the only thing left to do is return to Earth and kill Garmantuous, permanently ending the tyranny of the G3 cartel once and for all and saving the human race from the ignoble fate of becoming Ekis for Alf.
Look, Garmantuous is tough.
Even the firepower of Let's Do It won't be enough to take down Garmantuous, however. The only way to do so, surmises Jean, is to ram a bomb up his backside. At the climax, and I use that word advisedly, of a prolonged bullet hell battle, with an incapacitated Garmantuous showing his entire ass metaphorically and literally, the butt bomb enema fails to explode.
What now? What now? The bomb didn't work.
Yeah, what's the plan here? Just keep shooting and
Let's
it'll start
do
a
it.
miracle?
I have an idea.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes, the game's punchline requires you to sacrifice one of your newfound friends by pushing them up the villain's hoop. A fitting end for the galaxy's biggest asshole for sure. The only question is who to sacrifice. The most prudent choice is Kenny, given how this noble sacrifice completes his redemption arc, but it doesn't really matter because this is immediately undermined when it turns out that whichever gun you cast into the void immediately comes back after surviving the resulting explosion.
Yep.
I'm alive?
That's right. Oh my god, they don't kill Kenny. Except they might as well have done, because when the High on Knife DLC rolls around, his character gets unceremoniously written out with a bit of exposition, for reasons that are beyond the remit of this recap. Incidentally, the major revelations from the DLC are, Knifey is not a type of melee Gatlian, but a native of the planet Australia 2, hailing from a race of pacifist knives who can't actually stand him.
We're knives. We weren't meant
Dude, is that a chainsaw? I didn't play the DLC.
Who can't actually stand it.
We're knives. We weren't meant for violence.
And also that getting rid of the dysfunctional G3 cartel doesn't actually make humanity any safer from the intergalactic drug trade. But we already figured that out from the secret ending of the base game, in which the big villainous mastermind behind it all is revealed to be this guy, Dr. Gurgula.
You didn't foolishly lead an interloper directly to us, did you?
You find his lair in the bowels of the human haven set up by Magistrate Klug, ostensibly to help you save your people, but actually to recapture them and provide human subjects to Dr. Gurgula for even more horrible experiments.
What the fuck?
Room full of dead humans.
The game is pretty unequivocal that this reveal is a tease for the sequel, in which you, your sister, Jean, and at least some of the returning Gatlians are fugitives on the run from galactic authorities. And that is the entire story of
That's
High on Life.
crazy. What? Damn, I missed out on a lot. I beat the game, yet I didn't beat the game.
Stuff you actually need to
What
know.
the
For
fuck?
more
It's a
on
good thing
High
we
on Life
watched
2,
that.
including our upcoming review.
Alright, got Mario Tennis now. I cannot believe they're making another Mario Tennis, because you know why not, right?
Mario Tennis Fever has the soul of a GameCube game. Its wacky, over-the-top take on tennis is at its best when you have 4 friends together on the couch. And for the first time since the GameCube era, series developer Camelot has delivered an entry that feels feature-complete on day one, with the most unique characters, solo and multiplayer modes, and silly gimmicks we've ever seen crammed into a Mario Tennis game. Sadly, that doesn't mean it's all good content, as the single-player adventure once again comes up woefully short in terms of both its length and quality. But when playing locally or online, Fever's tight responsive controls and crazy abilities result in a chaotic party game that's a lot of fun in short bursts.
I don't know if I want to watch this, man. I don't know if I actually want to watch that. Ugh. It doesn't even have a good campaign. That's really all I needed to know about that. If I'm being completely honest. Like, ugh. Yeah, and it always looks the same. It's always the same shit.
Because a lot has happened. Though first, there's one number that really stuck out, and that is 18%, because 18% is how low the Steam user reviews got for this game on its launch day, for a lot of reasons. Performance issues hurt the game outright, and humongously. A kind of confused audience couldn't believe that this was the game that Jeff Keighley had been so excited to show off, that he literally kept as the "and one more thing."
And gave them the slot for free.
For the biggest game reveal event of the
Yeah, forget about that, right?
Now you pair that with player numbers dropping off massively during the launch week, and you've got a clear narrative, one that begins to look a bit like Concord. But it's a good thing we waited to do this video, because now, over a week later, a different view of the game is forming. Things are a bit more complex, and suffice to say, it at least seems that this team being independent and not being strapped down by being part of a big AAA publisher, well, it seems that that is a damn good thing. Let's get into it. When
They actually are they actually changing the course of this game?
High Guard could be a total shit show, or it could be the next game from the people who made Apex Legends and Titanfall, an equally incredible experience. And certainly if you look at...
They took that down. They're no longer being sponsored like that. They took down the Titanfall and Apex. Like the same developer thing. They took that down.
The pure numbers, it's obvious, or it would seem obvious, that...
Holy shit! Holy shit! This is launch! Damn, bro!
The former is true, that it is a shit show. And it does feel like so many games we've seen before, right? Performance issues at launch, souring the game for many, and then what remains just doesn't really land with people. And it's an odd game. It's a weird hybrid
bro.
Capture the Flag, with Rainbow Six Siege base defensing, but with Apex Legends gunplay and heroes. It's not clear where it fits, and it absolutely looks like, well, another multiplayer game that stumbles and dies out pretty much immediately off the bat.
It's because it's the same shit, man. You see, this is what I'm talking about. How come it is that Nintendo can copy and paste Mario Tennis, Super Mario Kart 50 fucking times, raise the price of their fucking games, and these people try to copy and paste one multiplayer game with no campaign and somehow this thing dies. How? Who buys Nintendo games? I don't get it.
The biggest headlines that
Who do you work for?
True. But it's a good thing we actually looked at the detail because the reality here is way more interesting. Now, Highguard is a game that's ended up being divisive, but now the time's passed, there's a lot of detail and a lot of numbers that have changed. And that's what we need to talk about next. What you probably
how's
already
it
know is
going,
that by a week,
Ralph?
Highguard went from a concurrent player count in PC of 97,249 to a weekend high of just 15,000.
Parents was spoiled,
so going
right?
peak to peak, that's just under 90% of players.
Oh my god. This graph. Bro, this graph. Holy fuck.
On within 7 days.
Man, the more you look at it, the worse it gets.
We don't know about the console numbers, but I think it seems unlikely that they'll return to that peak, or that, you know, the general gaming audience will change their mind and suddenly come back to the game. But what's marked this story is a hostility in the reaction, at least from some circles.
Yeah, it did. It fucking flatlined, right?
So,
bro, like, this game is dead on arrival, man.
Like of Larian asking for critics to be less hurtful. Not
less hurtful, bro. There's not even an hour worth of gameplay in this game. There's not even an hour worth of gameplay.
Hurtful as in, you know, not a good review, but I think it was the tone, how scathing in a way that almost felt personal. Some of it came off. Now, obviously for the devs, well, they just worked on the game. Now they've shipped the game, but then things got a bit more interesting as time went on.
Didn't they just add a new character?
That initial drama began to die down, because by the time that weekend rolled around, they had actually committed to a
It's free to play. It's free to play game.
5v5 mode, and as a permanent mode. All in response to player demands. They confirmed that ranked is
it'd be a waste of your money if you bought skins in it if it's gonna die soon.
coming, and they shipped multiple rounds of patches. For some people, that'll fix some of their problems, though not all of them. But here's what's cool. When you look at the review data, you see that the story is truly developing in a new direction. The reviews then. The overall review score on Steam has climbed to 42% positive. That's a lot better than the opening of 18, and it means the game is now marked as mixed in Steam. And, well, a 30% move in 7 days is fairly impressive, especially for a game that started so heavily swung in one direction. But what's a bit more telling is that as the days have went on, we see that the ratio of positive to negative reviews has actually shifted substantially. So
I'm shocked.
What that basically means is
you think they're gonna pull it off, guys? You think they're actually gonna pull this game out of the dirt? You think they're gonna do it?
The initial kind of bomb of this game coming out that was loud, that got the whole internet riled up, that seemingly did lead to a lot of negative reviews. Probably a part of that is there's lots of people who wouldn't really suit this very niche, bizarrely designed shooter. So it wasn't exactly
maybe I am.
It's like prime intended audience. And a lot of people even looked at, say, Jeff giving it such a big spot at the Game Awards and kind of said, Jeff, have you just, like, exposed this game to an audience far larger than the one that it's really targeting, therefore putting the game in a position of being marketed to people who basically wouldn't really like it and probably wouldn't even naturally find it. So there is an aspect of that. I just think it's interesting that as the big headline-grabbing news story has died down, that the review ratio has changed so substantially. Because, of course, when we talk about that headline...
Well, it's because it's not in the spotlight anymore, that's why. That's why.
Number, it's probably more than 42% by the time you watch this video. Like, that's a slow number to shift. But if you look at the day by
It is interesting, isn't it?
day positivity negativity split, that's changing a lot. And then there's what we see.
How are there 1,000? Dude, there's no way there's 1,000 people playing this game.
We filter the reviews by time played, because as it turns out, when you remove the reviews that are only from 0 to 2 hours played, well, the numbers do look a hell of a lot different. Now, obviously...
Really? So they're botting their views. That's effectively what this guy is saying. They're botting their reviews.
If a game isn't intuitive and people just abandon it within 2 hours, that is a serious problem. but there could be something to say about how it seems that as people play this game, they do indeed seem to have a better opinion of it.
That's
Obviously,
crazy.
There is a humongous sampling bias whenever you slice the reviews like that, but from the perspective of the game developer, well, the people who enjoy the game as they keep playing are the ones that they actually will want to market to and care about. And if
Remember, the developer for this game, they came forward and said it doesn't matter how many people play it. Remember.
And expands, then they should be okay. But that's by no means a comeback story in itself, because I don't think there's a massive renaissance coming for this game. Like,
Drive
to hit
safe.
70% positivity would require substantial amounts of only positive reviews. That would take a hell of a lot of time. Now, the first thing to look at, and it's one of the biggest structural things that
They could have at least launched this game with PvE. Hell, if they had a PvE aspect to it, I feel like it might have gotten like better reviews.
Face is where the reviews
But the
are.
maps are too big at the current stance because it takes too long to get to your opponent to kill them, even though it's not even team deathmatch. But
What we see is that Highguard reviews are 75% English language, which is actually good for them because the Chinese and Russian
oh,
reviews
like that? Not even that long. The way I set it up, I can easily take it down and move it. So like it took me like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. I just kind of set it all up.
Be really harsh on per performance, far more so than English reviews. So that'll insulate them from some of the negative impacts
Because
here.
these aren't actually like glued onto the wall. They're the foam. It's tacked onto the wall.
But obviously, the performance problems are really rather huge. The day one reviews are absolutely dominated by
The way I designed it because I live in an apartment. I designed it to be taken down easily and put back up.
This is problems like the performance, limited customization of things like FOV sliders. Come on, industry, FOV sliders should be standard. Total Biscuit fought for us on that one, and I really did think the world had changed. There's been weird stuttering, crashes, server problems, and mouse acceleration issues that the devs still can't find, which is really bad for a competitive multiplayer game, especially one that looks like Highguard. So that's obviously unforgivable for many because this isn't
It
something
doesn't even look that good. It's got stutter, dude. It's gross.
Co-op of RV There Yet or a single player game.
Yeah, how the fuck did RV There Yet come out and have way better reviews and gameplay than this?
Because this isn't some
that's a slap in the face.
of RV There Yet or a single player game with a dev pedigree like Cyberpunk. No, performance is not negotiable for a game like this.
Well, the reason why performance is not negotiable for a game like this is because if you launch a game like this on PC and it's not optimized, it's gonna crash. Unlike a console, if you have this on PC and it's not optimized worth a shit, it's gonna crash and it's not gonna launch. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't really use PC games whenever I'm streaming. I always go with console. It's just it takes out a lot of the headache. Because you get a brand new game like something like this that's on launch and you got dumbass developers that don't know how to do their fucking job and the damn thing's not optimized, well, guess what? You're probably not going to be playing that game for very long.
Is competitive. And for many, if it doesn't run at 120 FPS out of the gate and you don't immediately enjoy it, why
I'm sorry, I don't see a fucking difference between 60 and 120 FPS. At this point, it's a fucking number. I don't understand. I've never understood
but there's
that.
Something more specific to Highguard that does make this matter more. Because yes, players who joined at launch immediately crashed and then couldn't connect to a server to complete the map.
What did I just say? I literally just fucking said that. I literally just said that.
Mandatory tutorial would almost certainly, have played the game for under half an hour and would have reasonably left a negative review. But the majority of negative reviews exist within that window of 10 minutes to 2 hours. Now, in that first 10 to 30 minutes, you could end up in a literal unskippable tutorial that you're struggling to get through because of crashes. Now, that unskippable tutorial is clearly there because the developers needed to communicate the many mechanics and systems of this game, so that no team would be hamstrung by having one player in their game that just didn't understand. And even the positive reviews make that kind of clear, that Highguard is a weird, niche experience, a game that takes multiple matches before it clicks. Maybe many multiple matches, and those matches can last up to half an hour. So that's a lot to ask of someone.
What game are you playing? What the fuck game are you playing? Dude, I watched Aspen play this shit. He went through 3 matches in less than an hour. The fuck? Are we playing the same game here?
And if you think about it, right? Imagine if everyone just hopped
What, you
into
guys
some
standing around talking instead of killing each other? The fuck?
Rift, right? League of Legends, with zero meta knowledge, zero anything that is built up. The first, like, hour or two would be a bit of a janky, chaotic experience. A bunch of that is happening here. The metas haven't developed, and those performance issues, unskippable tutorial, etc., those all just compounded in a really bad way. And because of that, the negativity makes sense. But as I said, if you filter reviews to only the players who actually, you could say, gave the game a fair shake, with the asterisks that in this case fair would mean pushing through performance issues and crashes that I do think are quite unacceptable, well then the picture—
How is it they're even able to leave reviews if they don't have any time played on the game? That's kind of sad. How is that not built into Steam to where you can't leave a review unless you download and play at least like 10-15 minutes of the game?
Does look to be better for this game. That's the most important factor here, because the people who played Highguard for an hour and felt so passionately that they had to leave a negative comment are probably not the people who should have been playing Highguard whatsoever. And maybe if Highguard had have been labeled early access, they would have known, oh, maybe I shouldn't expect a full, big, polished experience.
That is true. That's true.
That is where we get—
Yeah, because he said it was finished. He said it was finished. You said it was finished, you asshole!
Mr. Jeff Keighley. You can't separate this—
Bro, Jeff Keighley took this game. He brought it out in front of everybody to see as a spectacle. And he said, we're gonna cut its fucking head off. Bro, basically publicly executed this poor game.
From the reveal, 171 million people were able to learn about Highguard because of the Game Awards appearance.
Yep.
The developers were friends with Jeff Keighley, who liked the game in testing and gave them a slot on literally the biggest stage in gaming. Highguard was exposed to the largest audience you could find, and with a trailer that the CEO, Dusty Welch, told PC Gamer could have been, quote, a better trailer that wasn't about entertaining, and instead could have been one, you know, explaining what the hell Highguard is, so that people wouldn't look at it and think, oh dear, it's another sci-fi fantasy slop hero shooter. So, did Jeff Keighley cause all of this by asking them to spin up a trailer and then
maybe he did. Who knows?
Should Highguard have been seen by that many people? Well, the devs at Wildlight believed in the game that they had made, and they hoped they would find some kindred spirits who would agree with them. They had a chance to speak to the largest—
I mean, I don't doubt the gameplay is good. There's just nothing to do in the game. There's nothing there.
Chance. And rightly
they
so.
literally released a shell.
Going by the idea that, say, a year ago, if you told us that an extraction shooter would have been one of the best-selling—
Bro, Arc Raiders is still topping charts, man.
Loved mass market games of 2025.
Arc Raiders and Battlefield. That's what see, that's what happens whenever you complete a game and you release it, and it's good. Unlike this fucking retarded shit, this fucking Highguard crap.
Just about everyone would have doubted you based on how people treat that genre.
I can't even keep watching this. This shit makes me upset. This makes me angry. So stupid, bro. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Alright, let's watch some real-life Pokemon Net Geo. Check out Susie Mod! Susie Mod, we got the Venusaur.
In the Kanto forest, life sprouts from the most mysterious of seeds.
That is a derpy-ass looking thing.
Solar vitality to know.
Who would have came up with a turtle that's like a land turtle? Because that's effectively what this is. I mean, this. I know it's a flower, but this could just be considered a turtle shell, right? And it's just on the thing's back.
The living sprout upon their backs. Ivysaur guard the borders, storing energy for the day of full—
Hey, look, even they got Border Patrol, man.
Each pride has only one Venusaur, the supreme guardian of the species. But peace is always threatened by those swift and absolute predators. When predators invade, Venusaur is always the very first to step out.
That's a big-ass creature.
Bulbasaur retreat into the vegetation, waiting for the Pride's protection. Ivysaur organize the defense, standing firm against the brutal attacks.
Yeah, I know it's Squirtle, but Bulbasaur is effectively a turtle that doesn't have a turtle shell.
Prolonged battles gradually wear away the vital life.
I mean, what does this look like? This looks like a gigantic fucking lizard tortoise thing, right? Like, or a tank.
In its final moments, it releases all of its vast stored energy.
It's effectively a land turtle, like...
Knowing its end is near, it chooses to pass on the legacy.
The fuck?
The final stream of vitality is passed directly between the generations. The sprout blooms instantly.
And if you told me that you had to do all that bullshit just to level up a fucking a Venusaur, hell no.
Ivysaur's body grows with sudden speed. A new guardian is born, securing its place on the ancient stone.
Damn, that's kind of sad.
Quietly turns to forest soil, nurturing the grass. The Pokemon Pride never loses its most faithful and loyal ancient sentry. For this species, evolution is the inheritance for the Pride's survival. The tiny life is daily gathering vital essence from the natural world. Bulbasaur learns to sow seeds to protect its very own sacred territory. Discipline is forged from the deep sea.
Yeah, I can see it being a toad, like a frog.
The species.
Yeah. But they also have a frog already too, it's Garninja.
Venusaur is not just a warrior, but also a dedicated, caring nanny. Water and light are the lifeblood that helps the mysterious seed develop. The poison type hides within botanical beauty, ready to strike back. They learn to coordinate their strength.
Yo! He just threw that sparkly shit up on him and killed him. Imagine killing your opponent with fucking glitter.
Strike back. They learn to coordinate their strength from the very first days of life. The leader's presence is the ultimate guarantee for the Pride's future. Every inch of the valley bears the mark of the Guardian's power.
That's right, glitter bombs!
Inheritance begins from the smallest and most instinctive physical actions.
Damn, bro, he's tearing that tree up, man.
They restore their own strength to be ready for the new battles.
Bro, we got to talk about this. Why hasn't this come to, like, actual television yet? Why hasn't a Pokemon-style documentary like this come to national television yet? Dude, the amount of people that would tune in to watch this shit, the amount of subscriptions that people would pay to watch this shit, especially if it's in, like, a chronicle order for every Pokemon, would be astronomical. There are so many brain dead people that would watch this. I would be one of them.
Past and present blend together, nurturing the eternal cycle of life. They constantly explore and expand the Pride's vital living space. A new cycle of evolution is about to begin within the valley.
So how's it going?
The Seed Guardian, the symbol of sacrifice and inheritance.
Bullcrum?
The story of the mysterious seed will continue to sprout forever.
Oh shit.
Dawn awakens on the green
I think
grasslands,
that's it, right?
where life begins with the warmest rain.
Yo, W Susie Mod, hell yeah, go check out Susie Mod. Go check out Susie Mod, hell yeah. Alright, so you know we gotta get into it. We're not into the political stuff yet, but we will be. So this is the Somali Lolly bullshit. Hopefully this guy gets locked up. Got some updates. Go check out Legal Mindset. Hell yeah, Legal Mindset. W Legal Mindset. Bop. Send him a like.
Trial that's going to happen tomorrow, and his deepfake settlement, which is now in danger on the eve of his trial. Of course, this is the legal mindset where we teach you to be your own judge, and I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney.
Oh, I get what. Okay, so he just recently changed his format. This is part of his stream. He does the same thing that I do. He clips out his videos for his stream. That's why it's like that. I was like, dude, you never fixed it. It's because he streams this. He can't get rid of it.
And this is a fast facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So let's get right into the situation with Somali, his trial, where it's at. Before we get into that tomorrow, of course, Ramzi Khalid Ismail is his name. So we'll be using Ramzi interchangeably throughout this document.
I'm going to say this. Isn't Ishmael what the... Like, isn't that like Moby Dick? Like the great white whale? Ishmael, right? Isn't that what that is? It's funny how they're trying to lock this dude up and his name is Ishmael. They're trying to catch him, right?
Doesn't like that. So the background is the last trial was on October 29th. It's been quite a while since his last trial. Once again, in Korea, the process is the punishment. He is not in jail pending trial. He's out. He's living, still staying with Hank in his apartment. And during that October trial, as a refresher, there were two witnesses, Hank and Youngman. Those were two people involved in the deepfakes involving Johnny Somali, where Johnny Somali had made a deepfake of Korean streamer Youngman, who's a little bit of a character himself. He actually has criminal charges for throwing a brick through a courthouse window.
Okay, so he's the primary character. Bro's got primary character syndrome at like 7 different levels.
Deepfake of him and Hank together, let's say in what is a sexually explicit, poses. They're partly naked, they're making out, right? So that was shown to his audience.
Yeah, it's the narrator in Moby Dick.
And that was also
the whale
Youngman's audience.
book.
So they were both charged with deepfakes, deepfake charge.
We'll talk about Epstein if there's any new stuff on it.
That happened last year.
Actually, I think there is new stuff on it. I have it pulled up in a different tab.
Tomorrow, Bong Bong is scheduled to attend tomorrow. We have some updates on her attending because she was up in the air whether or not she's going to go or not go, or she's going to not show up. But we now have confirmation, which I'm going to show you guys, that she is indeed coming tomorrow. And it looks like she's got a good mindset for going to trial. Now, if she didn't show up, theoretically, the trial will be delayed until she testifies. So technically, if she didn't show up tomorrow, if she got sick, if she was in an accident, God forbid, or something happened, she, just couldn't attend, it would be delayed until she testifies. They are going to wait until she testifies. So tomorrow, it's very possible. In fact, I'm going to say the standard is the trial will be closed. When there's a victim testimony like this, they typically close the courtroom. And unless the victim goes out of their way to say, I want this open, it's going to be closed. So although Bong Bong has the option to open the courtroom, the chances are it's going to be closed because she may not even know that she has that option to open the courtroom, and she may not want to open that courtroom. So we're going to presume that it's going to be closed tomorrow. So when I do my live coverage, I may have it a little delayed just because Ramzi had an unofficial agreement to settle the deepfake charges. However, both of the cases have continued uninterrupted with no changes to either case. So we're now updating our chart, which I'll show you, where we had
he's trying to get out of this so hard, dude.
Moved one of the deepfake claims because we thought this settlement was going to go through. We thought this settlement was going to be done. It was going to be, these charges were going to be dropped. But now we're looking at
his case popped up yesterday? So does that mean that he's going to do a stream soon and incriminate himself again?
Files.
I think we're due for another stream, aren't we?
On the eve of this, and neither one, both in Youngman's case and Somali, neither one has been dropped. So that says a lot, and I think that this is getting them worried because the prosecutors at the end of the day have the discretion to keep or drop charges. It's not on the parties. The parties can say, we want to drop this, and that can influence the prosecutor, but the prosecutor can say, nope, actually, we think this is bad. We think this should be discouraged, and we want to keep this there, particularly if they don't like Somali. So this is an indication that the prosecutors probably are not big fans of Somali and maybe not big fans of Youngman.
Good. Throw the book at him.
either, right? For what he did, throwing the brick through the window in combination with the deepfakes. So he's got a lot of things. Both of these characters, Jungman and Ramsey, they're perhaps not very well liked by the prosecutors, which is why they're keeping those charges on, which is good because it increases the potential time that we can see him in jail. Which, once again, to be very clear, because a lot of other channels are doing clickbait right now, the maximum is 12 years and 6 months. That is the maximum amount.
Bro, just imagine you get thrown in a foreign jail for 12 years and 6 months without the possibility of parole for doing something as retarded as what he did. Bro, how are you so fucking stupid? Like, 12 years is a shitload of time. That's a lot of time.
That they're
out of your life behind bars.
The law, right? They cannot go beyond that. It's not 31 years. It's not 40 years. It's not 50. It's not life.
I mean, it should be. I mean, if you go to a foreign country and you show as much disrespect as Somali did, he's lucky he's not dead. Honestly.
In prison, it is 12 years and 6 months. If you see any other information, it's misinformation.
I think genuinely the safest place for that man right there is to stay in jail before he goes to a different country and he fucks around and he ends up missing. The safest place for him is in jail. He needs to learn and figure out what he's going to do with his life while he's in there too. He has 12 years to think about it.
February 3rd this month, Hank actually submitted a request for clarification of the scope of the agreement. So Hank went out and submitted this document. That means conclusively
sounds like hate speech
about the settlement. That the settlement may not go through because, once again, 4 months ago, legal experts, not just me, but Korean lawyers, Korean people I spoke to that know the legal process, they thought the charges would be dropped within 2 weeks. And that's standard. That's completely standard in the criminal process in Korea. The fact is, on January 26th,
not really. I'm not cold. I just I don't know. I like feeling heavy, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Case, and the deepfake charge was still in place. So this other case is there. They've already had closing arguments.
Never been a big fan of Somali pirates.
Sentencing is
Morning, Alex.
March 9th, 2026. It's also very odd. It's 42 days after closing argument, which is highly unusual because
I mean, he didn't do anything that bad, but at the same time, you can't go to a different country and think that you're going to get away with the stuff that you would naturally get away with in America, dude. Like, walking around carrying a bag of fish, throwing noodles at the entrance of a shop. Like, come on, guy. What are you, like 6? That's what a 6-year-old does.
Things 2 weeks after. So what they might be waiting for is tomorrow's case. So a lot of this may hinge on what is said tomorrow in court and what goes down tomorrow in court as to what they do with these. So because of that, we're going back to our chart. We've removed the strike through. There was a strike through on Jungman. We've removed that. We've now
so it's all back. Everything's back. So he's been found guilty for all of these. Oh, he pled guilty to all of these. He's trying to get these thrown out. If these two stick and he gets charged with these, or like not charged but convicted, he's cooked. He's going to be spending a lot of time with his new inmates.
Back into play. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
criminal. I wonder if they whip over there. Do they whip?
Counts here against Johnny Somali.
This is Korea, right?
Which he's only defending 2 on not guilty. The rest he's pled guilty.
Where's Somali being
right?
held?
The rest he's pled guilty for. And once again, the maximum is 12 years. Right, and then you've got some time for the Minor Offenses Act. So you're not going to get more than that. More than 12 years and maybe 2 months or so. Right, you're not going to get more than that. 12 years is the maximum. So the punishment, that's still the total, and each count will simply increase the minimum. I think that Somali is still likely to get jail time, and my estimate is still between 1 to 7 years. That's still where I'm at in terms of my general estimate. If they aggravate the factors, it could go up to 10, and if they hit him with both deepfake charges, it could be more. That's very possible, but I think 1 to 7 is the reasonable range, the reasonable guess at this time. So Ramsey's lawyer previously made a lot of bad arguments, and even Johnny today was making some bad arguments about what they're going to do with Bong Bong.
I'm going to trial because this is ridiculous. Why don't we talk about how she went on live stream and shared the same thing? Is Korea a racist country? Is Korea a sexist country? Because best believe me, that's going to be brought up. And we have the evidence of her showing that.
So what he's
Maybe I'm
trying
thinking
to
of
say
China.
is, hey, I'm going
Does
to try to
China
make
whip
this
its
into, if you don't
people
charge
in,
bong bong,
prison?
this is going to be very, very bad look for Korea because it's going to look like they're racist or they're sexist, etc. But guess what? That's not going to fly, right? The court has discretion on who to charge.
Okay.
And in this
But
case,
yeah,
when they look
it's a China thing. They it's a China thing. I was like, dude, I thought it was one of the reason why I'm asking is because I saw a movie that had Jet Li in it called, I think it was Romeo Must Die. And in that movie, they strung him up upside down in the prison before he escaped at the very beginning of the film. And they were about to whip him. And I was like, I know this isn't fake. I looked it up then. Where is this at? And I think it was China. It's either China or maybe Japan. Maybe Japan. I'm not sure.
Bong Bong as the victim, and they look at Bong Bong as more
but it was because he caused a he tried to fight somebody.
Let's say Jungman, right? They may choose not to go forward with
Actually,
that.
no, he hit one of the guards. That's what it was. He hit one of the guards.
They may see Ramsey and his lack of remorse and say, nope, we're not going to go for that. And these other bad arguments that they've been throwing in there are not going to help either. They argued that Johnny couldn't be guilty for a deep fake because there was no intent and it wasn't sexual, which
like a teddy
is
bear.
A horrible argument because making out, kissing, etc., is inherently sexual, and there's an intent because the intent is
no, it's not cold.
That's all that's required under the statute in Korea, according to legal experts I've spoken to. It's not, you don't need to have malicious intent or evil intent. You publish this thing online, that is enough. Johnny,
I mean, if you publish something online, typically it doesn't really. If you publish something online without somebody's consent that they're involved with, I mean, it's obvious that it's malicious. You can claim that it's not, but at the same time, like, how is it not?
Ask for an
even if you didn't know you were doing something wrong, you still should be charged with it. I mean, come on.
Now, the judge had denied that back in October and said that some foreign defendants
got like a moral right at that point.
Years. So he's got very little tolerance for Johnny Somali's complaining. And also, they're trying to argue the
Good. They shouldn't be tolerating his bullshit.
Lotte World charge even after the guilty plea. So they've already pled guilty to Lotte World and the obstruction of business there. But
I love how they think. I love how his defense thinks that because he pleads guilty to all the other charges that they're going to get off on these ones. Like it's
trying to argue that. So I would expect that is an argument they might try to bring up yet again tomorrow at the case. Now let's compare the difference between
7
Jungman
apologies.
and Somali. Jungman, who is
and you know what's sad is you know that neither one of these, neither Somali or Jungman, are sorry for what they did. That's the saddest part about it. They're not sorry at all.
And has submitted.
They do it again. And what's sad is that Somali has done it even during and after his trial. It's
apologies in his case. And remember, he still got that same deepfake charge. 7 apologies. Somali has not submitted a single apology letter. He has not apologized.
What'd I say?
At all so far. That is a big deal in the Korean court system, and that is massive for the adjudication of this case.
Yeah, you know what I heard? I heard that in like countries like Japan, China, and Korea, if you leave a job, you have to submit an apology. You have to like go in there and verbally apologize to them and let them know why you're leaving. Like that's crazy to me. Yo, like here in the US, if you just like I'm putting like even putting our 2 weeks in, that's formal. You don't even have to do that. Like that's crazy to me.
And the fact that his deepfake charge has not been dropped is really.
Only reason why I put my 2 weeks in for some jobs is because I was always told you want to do that so that way if you need to get rehired. But the thing is that they don't rehire you anyway. So what's the fucking point? Get that extra 2 weeks and realize how badly you want to be done with the job. And then you realize, why the fuck would you want to go back?
That's the chance that they.
That's really why the 2 weeks is there. So that way you realize why you're leaving.
Now, Bong Bong's performance on the stand is going to be critical, that she hangs in there and she tells the truth. But we now have some information saying that she's going to come. So this is from her Discord where she says, wow, it's tomorrow, right?
Is that a Trump hat?
This today, yesterday. Johnny Somali court. Bongi, you decide it's your life. Johnny needs to suffer harsh consequences. And then she goes, I will just say the truth and do it for Korea. So she's got that in there, and it's
Damn, I wonder if she's gonna go up there and crucify him.
like she's in the frame of mind where she's going to have a positive outlook on this. She's going to tell the
11th?
truth. That's all.
Did that pass
that's all
already?
she has to do.
No, that's
She will be
today.
cross-examined
That's
by
today.
His lawyer. Now we'll try to get the best of what happened. Through the ways. That
Oh
we
man, we're
can
gonna have them sweet sick updates tomorrow, boys.
happen. But like I said, it may be a closed court case where we may not be able to get in tomorrow. So we'll do the best to get the update.
Oh, I hope he's able to get in. W legal mindset. Okay, hold on. What is this? Discord. Yeah, Discord changed some policies. Everyone's upset about Discord now. Okay, here we go. We got the Epstein files. Here we go. So for any of you doubting Donald Trump called the police on Epstein.
Apparently, this is what's so fucking insane. I did not expect this to happen. Trump was one of the first people who was a whistleblower on Jeffrey Epstein. More evidence that Trump was the original Jeffrey Epstein whistleblower is coming out in the court documents. Trump was responsible for Epstein's first conviction.
There you go. Let that sink in.
You remember whenever this came out?
When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant.
I can tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation.
I now see why Biden didn't release the Epstein files when he had 4 years to do so. I don't think anybody was predicting this. This is the file. Knew Epstein was disgusting. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't matter if you say no to this. The thing is that these are official court documents. This is done by an investigation team before all this blew up. So
evil and to focus on her. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. Prince Andrew was a fixture in Palm Beach, so Jeffrey Epstein thought that Trump ratted him out. Epstein came to believe that it was Trump who had first caused him to be investigated by the law enforcement in 2005. This is also one from 2016.
Bill Clinton.
Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool.
He has quite obviously...
That's Prince Andrew.
Conducted himself...
Who, by the way, has since stepped out of his position because of the release of the Epstein files.
Manner unbecoming. Yes.
Unbecoming? He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
Well, how was he to know? Clearly, he's too refined for that.
It was a convenient place to stay. There is, I mean
Right. That I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. Now, other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. Find out the people that went to the island.
Yeah, why is he in the clear? He's not in the clear.
I don't think he's in the clear either. I don't.
Was showing is that before any public scrutiny occurred, Donald Trump expressed concern about Epstein directly to the authorities. It seemed pretty obvious to me that Donald Trump and Epstein were pretty close at one point. It's very hard really for me to say that, you know, like this guy's totally innocent, but at the same time, whenever you're the guy that's ratting this person out before anything ever happens publicly, then I do think that looks very good on you privately. I think it absolutely does.
Yeah, he's definitely helping his case, or at least he helped his case. Okay. Is that... This is Discord. This is Hassan.
Just unredacted Les Wexner's name from this document, but his name already appears in the file thousands of other times.
So there's a guy that is now leaking information. I said this was going to happen. He's now unredacting names that he knows are in the Epstein files and where they're located.
And he says the Justice Department is hiding nothing. Is that
Mm-hmm.
the retired CEO?
Well, when you put a black bar over something, what do you call that?
Called the
Is that you're
redaction.
referencing?
It is. He unredacted it after I found it. That's a problem. And I'm glad they've admitted they made a mistake by redacting
There it is.
So
A mistake.
you're saying it was redacted when you went in there today, and after you tweeted that, they unredacted it.
Correct. Now he's got 4 other names he needs to unredact. Did he respond to that? There's a list of 20 people.
This is the same guy that's been talking with the victims' lawyers. So, like, when he's calling these people's names out, you should be listening. When he's saying that there are names that are redacted that should be unredacted, he knew before they even started releasing these files whose names should be in them and unredacted.
Say them on the floor of the House, but I'll give the DOJ a chance to do what they did in these 2 examples, where I've discovered something and now they've responded.
So basically, he went out, Thomas Massey, who was one of the architects of this bill, went out and straight up said, hey guys, here's what I'm going to do. If you don't come out and release the names, I'm just going to say who it is. I'm just straight up going to say who it is. Ro Khanna already did on Congress 4. Check his YouTube. So does he just name them?
No way, does he?
Yesterday, Congressman Massey and I went to the Department of Justice to read the unredacted Epstein files. We spent about 2 hours there, and we learned that 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted. In fact, there were 6 wealthy, powerful men that the DOJ hid for no apparent reason. When Congressman Massey and I pointed this out to the Department of Justice, they acknowledged their mistake, and now they have revealed the identity of these 6 powerful men. These men are...
I know the reason why they were blocked. They were blocked out because they were getting paid millions of dollars probably by those people to redact their names.
Oh, shit. Oh!
Bro, we need to see more of this.
Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikoladze, Leopig Leonor, Nicola Caputa, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, CEO of
Those sound like
Dubai Ports World.
Oh my God!
And billionaire businessman Leslie Wexner, who was labeled as a co-conspirator by the FBI.
A co-conspirator?
Holy shit, he just says it. This is what we need right here. This is what these are the kind of people you want in office.
Now, my question is, why did it take Thomas Massey and me going to the Justice Department to get these 6 men's identities?
It's a mystery.
To become
Nobody
public?
knows why.
And if we found 6 men that they were hiding in 2 hours, imagine how many men they are covering up.
No, they know they're there. It's like he just said, they're covering for them. They're blocking their names out. And let me tell you why. Because those names are going to link to other people's names around them, and it's going to make a spiderweb effect. And they're going to end up figuring out who all the names are just by the center of those names. They're going to spiderweb out.
For in those 3 million files.
That's right.
But the story gets worse. The reality is that Donald Trump's FBI scrubbed these files in March, long before Thomas Massey and I passed the Epstein Transparency Act.
This is why I told you guys happened, and I bet this wasn't the first scrubbing. I just think this might have been the final draft. I bet I think that probably the worst 20 to 30% of the files were destroyed.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, like, they never did say what those classified documents were that Trump went to Mar-a-Lago with. You remember after his first term, he brought a bunch of documents with him to Mar-a-Lago that were all classified. They never said what kind they were. I wonder what percentage, how much money would you put down that those were Epstein files that involved him?
Now, my bill is clear.
And that's just what they went through and deleted. They could have added files in. They could have added stuff in to take people out of like the eye. Like, for example, the information that we just watched with Trump bringing up Epstein to the police in 2005 and 6.
Epstein Transparency Act requires them to unredact those FBI files.
Yes.
And yet the Justice Department said to me and to Congressman Massey, we just uploaded whatever the FBI sent us. And guess what?
That
the
wasn't
FBI
what they were
sent
supposed to do.
Scrubbed files.
Yeah, the 6 barrels of acid.
Statement to the FBI naming rich and powerful men who went to Epstein's Island.
And just imagine how bad this looks for the people that did the investigation for this. You realize that a lot of the information in there is very condemning to the names that are blacked out, that you can't read. And it shows that there were a lot of investigators that didn't do their fucking job because they weren't allowed to.
Yep. Who went to his ranch, who went to his home and raped and abused underage girls or saw underage girls being paraded. They're all hidden. They're all redacted. It's a little bit of a farce.
Sure
They're inviting
is.
all the members of Congress to go to see the Department of Justice, quote-unquote, unredacted files.
Kash Patel just perjured himself in court. It doesn't matter unless there are consequences.
Yep. None of this matters unless people start going to jail.
There have to be consequences. If there are no consequences, the law doesn't exist.
Yeah, even if the names come out and people don't start going to jail, none of this matters.
There have to be consequences.
Got all redacted files.
And that puts the government in a very tight spot because, and this is why, if you have all these names that come out that are unredacting people, like let's say the President of the United States, I'm not saying he's there, I'm not saying he's done anything. What I'm saying is that if you have you have massively wealthy people and high political power in the government, and they don't get arrested or they don't resign and get arrested, or if they don't get arrested, it's a blatant abuse of power. And the issue is that if these few people in the government don't enforce the law, they are inciting a full-scale, coup on the government. If you thought Jan 6th was bad, the minute that a lot of people realize that the government's being ran by a bunch of pedos that aren't even getting locked up for their crimes, you're looking at a full overthrow of the government. This could be really bad.
The FBI. And it's not the fault of the Justice Department attorneys. They were just told upload things that Donald Trump's FBI had already scrubbed. It's a blatant violation of the...
It is. It's very much
3
so.
times, potentially 4 times. I think that it was scrubbed at whenever Epstein was killed, because obviously he died whenever Trump was president. I think that it was scrubbed whenever Democrats got power again in 2021. And I think that it might have also been scrubbed at the end of Biden's presidency with him leaving. And then I think that it was scrubbed a 4th time.
How's it going, Joe?
And I'm making all this up, by the way. And it was scrubbed a 4th time whenever Trump then took office, and they
Well, yeah, they're going to take all the really, really, really condemning stuff and they're just going to shred them. Why would you keep that information? It's so obvious. What I want to see is the people that actually did the investigations. They need to get the people that did these investigations and go back through all the paperwork and make sure that everything that they cited is there. That's what they need to do. They need to go, like the investigators that did this entire investigation, I'm sure it was multiple. They need to take their work, what they worked on back in the day, and they need to go back through those files under court, held to court, perjury, if they don't tell the truth.
And on releasing the files. I think logically that's what probably happened.
The Epstein
I'm making this up.
Transparency Act, but it also asks a fundamental question. Who are they protecting? Why are they protecting these rich and powerful men, people I call part of the Epstein class? Why are we in a country where there is no elite accountability for people who do the most heinous things? You have in England the king.
Bro, people all over the world are stepping out of positions of power because of the Epstein files. And now other countries are advocating, their governments are advocating for the full unredacted versions for their countries. They want the information so they can they want these people, man.
Now calling for an investigation and possible prosecution of his own brother.
We're going to talk about that after
in
this.
Norway, the princess who no longer has support to be the queen.
Good.
And yet in the United States of America...
Because I can, and that's what it's like to be an American. If I want to react to a react of a react, I can do that because it's America.
We have someone in the cabinet, Howard Lutnick, who is all over these Epstein files, who allegedly had business with Epstein after he was convicted of pedophilia, and he still is in the cabinet.
That's pretty bad.
We need to ask ourselves, are we in America going to have elite accountability? Are we going to call on rich and powerful people who broke the law or cavorted with a pedophile, a convicted pedophile? Are we going to call them to account?
Why aren't the mass mobs that are protesting in Minneapolis not over in fucking D.C. Like protesting this? This is where they should be. This is where everyone should be right now. Why the fuck aren't they protesting this?
Going to have prosecutions for billionaires who went to this island and either raped underage girls or saw underage girls being raped and didn't say anything? Are we going to have investigations?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what this is about.
There needs to be I don't know about treating people like they're guilty, but there needs to be investigations. They have to look into this, even if it's embarrassing.
It's not just about the 1,200 survivors. It's about 2 tiers of justice.
Someone in chat said this is anti-Semitism.
In America.
What needs to happen, and this is what will make a lot of change happen, is anybody implemented or implicated in the Epstein files should be immediately removed from office. They should be debanked, and until the full unredacted versions of these files are advocated for by everybody that's been brought up in the Epstein files. That's how you change this. If the elites want to play that kind of game, we can play that kind of game. Remember, if you have to stoop lower than somebody to get the outcome you want, then stoop lower than they are. That's just how it is.
It's about people who can accumulate wealth and power and don't have to care about the rest of America.
That's right.
They have destroyed so much of this country. Income inequality is at a 60-year high.
Wait, what? I thought it was the highest it's ever been. This is the first time I'm hearing this. My understanding is that it's higher now than ever.
Workers' salaries are less than they have been
that's what I
for
thought.
75 years as a part of
You know why? Because when you have a company that's just hoarding all the wealth at the top and not dispersing it to the communities or to the people that actually would probably use it to put more money back into the, if Sam Walton cut me a check for $1 million that I got in my tax return, guess where my ass would be shopping? My ass would be scouring the fucking Walmarts. I'd be like, yo, you hook me up, I'm gonna hook you up, brother. I got you. Exactly what I'd do. I'd buy a house first, but then after that, I'd buy a whole bunch of furniture from Walmart. Probably fall apart in a couple weeks, but hell, I'd still buy it from Walmart. You know, one hand watches the other. You know what I'm saying?
GDP. Somehow this country seems to be working for the rich and powerful, but it's not working for ordinary working class Americans. I say enough. It's time to begin with accountability for the Epstein class. Hold them in front of Congress. Those people who visited the island or did business with Epstein after he was a convicted pedophile.
100%.
Investigate them.
100%.
Prosecute them. And let's return to democratic accountability in the United States of America. Let's return to one system of justice in the United States of America. Let's return to a place where every American has a stake.
Hey, who the hell's over there? You hear that motherfucker tapping his hammer?
Ability in the United States of America. Let's return to one system of justice in the United States of America. Let's return to a place where every American has a stake in this country.
That's right. 100%.
Damn
And I
straight.
think the last part really matters a lot. One of the reasons why, I'm gonna link y'all the video, right? This is a great video. I'm very happy to see this. I am extremely fucking happy to see this, and I hope that more people bring it up. And on top of that, now you even have the British Crown that's roaching out. Even they are roaching out now. Buckingham Palace stands ready to support the police and Prince Andrew, previous Prince Andrew inquiry.
If they lock up Prince Andrew, bro, that would shake America. Because if they can do it, if they can lock up a fucking prince, there's no reason why we can't lock up these rich motherfuckers in power.
Race.
This relates to the release of those Epstein files because in the last few minutes, King Charles has made his first intervention in the Epstein scandal. He said that he is ready to support the police as they consider allegations against Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Here's a bit of the statement. The King has made clear in words and through unprecedented actions his profound concern at allegations which continue to come to light in respect of Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct. That is according to a Buckingham Palace spokesperson. While the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them, as you would expect. Now, this all comes after Thames Valley Police confirmed it's assessing whether there are grounds to investigate a complaint by the anti-monarchy group Republic, which reported Mountbatten Windsor for suspect.
You gotta, this dude's crawling around on the island with a bunch of underage girls and there's accusations. Like, you really think that there's not a reason to do an investigation? I'm not saying he's guilty.
That's the sad part about this whole fucking thing, is these people allegedly did the investigation and couldn't find any wrongdoing. That's a lie. They blatantly lied. Those files are so fucking condemning that the prosecutors had to fucking lie to not lock these people up.
But like, damn, that's pretty bad. What should the punishment be for the most egregious examples in the files? It depends. So, in my opinion, I think that I can't say what my opinion is.
Misconduct in public office and breach of official.
Have you read all 3 million files? Have you read the files?
Secrets. So that is the
That's
very
exactly
latest,
what you think it is.
Very surprising intervention by King Charles into the Epstein scandal.
So people say the king hardly ever comments or has any influence on current politics. So this is a pretty unique situation.
Unprecedented even. Let's now hear a little bit more about this from our royal correspondent, Helena Wilkinson, who had told me a little bit more about this extraordinary statement from the palace.
Yeah.
I think the statement is quite extraordinary. It's the first time really that we have heard that through this statement, through the palace spokesperson's statement, that the King's profound concerns at allegations which continue to come to light in respect and directly naming in that statement the King's younger brother, Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct.
That's crazy.
Where the statement points
to the whole damn family, huh?
The unprecedented actions that will likely be referring to when the King, if we cast our minds back to late last year, the King stripped his younger brother of his titles, including Duke of York and also Prince, which he had since he was born. But that statement continuing, while the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them as you would expect. So a significant statement this evening from a palace spokesperson, and clearly this issue is not going away for the royal family, but it appears that the King has decided that he has
There's
to...
another due processor in the chat, guys. There's another due processor in chat. Oh, dear. Oh, the one thing that brings us to our knees. Oh, due process. Hey, let me tell you something. If you live in a system where rich people can get away with raping kids and the law allows it, maybe you should just change the law.
But something further out, and we heard earlier, didn't we, from the Prince...
I think the fact that they're saying something about this and they took away this dude's titles, like, you know what I think? I bet they probably know more about it than the news does. I mean, you really think this guy doesn't know what his brother's doing?
Honestly.
He probably knows what happened. Like, realistically, like, he probably knows.
The Princess of Wales, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, who is currently in Saudi Arabia on a trip there, asked by the UK government before he arrived in Saudi Arabia Prince William and the Princess of Wales put out a statement. First time we heard from them publicly.
How is changing the law a revolt? You're getting banned because you're intentionally misinterpreting what I'm saying. That's why you're getting banned. Go find somebody else's chat to fucking troll in. You're an idiot.
Saying that they were deeply concerned by the latest revelations about Jeffrey Epstein in their first public statement on the scandal. But this statement from the palace spokesperson this evening really going one step further, referring specifically to Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct and saying
oh, man, you got to open up that Leering Center.
Specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address. If they are approached by the police, then they are willing to support them.
I mean, that in itself is extraordinary, Helena, isn't it?
It is. We know that the King has previously put out various statements, and in this statement here this evening,
some learning justing.
It touches on their Majesty's thoughts and sympathies have been and remain with the victims of any and all forms of abuse. We knew previously from sources that they felt that it was up to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor as to whether he would answer any questions, and it was his conscience, really. But this evening...
He is bald as hell, right? Like, look at that. God damn. Fuck. Man, I remember whenever
I always wonder why, like, how some people manage to get their damn heads so shiny when they're bald.
He used to have good hair. And then he just, like, totally crashed out, man. Holy.
Got some responsibilities, man. Put some stress in that body.
Naming Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in this statement, and also that they are ready to support Thames Valley.
I mean, let's be honest here. It's kind of already done.
If they are approached, it is an extraordinary statement.
Man, that is not looking good for him. And thank God for that. I wouldn't want to see them hiding it or any other bullshit.
Furniture wax.
I'm very happy that apparently something is going on. Things are actually real. Epstein's emails sent by alleged victims. What is this here? Oh my fucking God. The worst Epstein document I've seen. Yeah, some of this is just fucking... Oh, is this a new one? Let me see it.
There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old, people sending these photos to Jeffrey Epstein. There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old, people sending these photos to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Did you uncover who sent those photos?
I looked directly at the emails that have been widely circulated pertaining to the age 11, and I have it written down on my notes, the permission to kill email.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one.
Snow White, the littlest girl was naughty, etc. And those ones were directly sent by
sick shit right there, man. That is some sick, twisted shit.
Victims.
Wow.
So the most disturbing and darkest and sickest emails were sent by women to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, and some of them pertaining to, jerky, whatever that is. Yeah.
I wonder what that could be.
What this is.
That's a lot. Happens, right? Is somebody
also think that at a certain point, if you, depending on the severity of...
They're both victims and also perpetrators. It's not... Yeah, that seems like that probably makes sense, for sure. They could identify and locate children like they were ordering them from a menu.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
More of this is coming out, and then apparently...
They were using your child's school pictures and yearbooks like a shopping catalog. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
School pictures and yearbooks like a shopping catalog. They could identify and locate children like they were ordering them from a menu. Oh boy.
Bro, we gotta go scorched earth on these motherfuckers. Seriously. This is levels of just fucking insanity. Holy shit.
Oh boy, oh boy. That is crazy. I don't even, it has me shook. I mean, what the hell do you expect they doing? Like, this is 100% this is what they doing. Absolutely. And so, no, it's even probably going to get worse, too. And this is the guy. Billionaire Les Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret, is now
big surprise.
Redacted as a co-conspirator. He gave Epstein power of attorney and a Manhattan mansion. Wait a minute.
Ah, there's the Manhattan mansion that I was talking about.
So this guy gave Jeffrey Epstein a Manhattan mansion?
He didn't just give him a mansion. He gave him one of the most expensive real estates in Manhattan.
Well, why would he do that?
It wasn't just any mansion.
That seems a little bit like, that's weird. Why would somebody just give away a mansion like that? Wow. What are the odds of that? Do you think Wayfair was actually in on it? I don't think they were in on it, but they were probably used as a tool for it. Yeah. So this is just more. And then also keep in mind, apparently, this is what's so fucking insane. I did not expect this to happen. Is that a lot of people are now finding out that Trump was one of the first people who fucking was
He is the only person who in 2000
what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil.
And Epstein knew and was livid. Oh my God. So you remember whenever this came out?
Not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He's not saying that what Epstein...
If this is true, W. Donald Trump
did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them. He is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Man.
And was very helpful in the information that he gave.
Damn.
And gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him.
Think about what if the whole reason why Donald took so long releasing these files is because he was the one that like the first whistleblower, and because he was with Epstein, he thinks that because the smear campaigns are already really bad for him, that this is like, it's still just makes it worse. Even if he did this, even if this is true, the unfortunate fact is because of how the Epstein files were handled, and how they're still being handled, nobody believes it. That's the sad part about it.
That was in 2009. I can tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that. He didn't think that it was a hoax then. In fact, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation. Now, our investigation wasn't looking into him, but he was helping us then.
This was in 2009. So apparently, and here's the article here. Or this is the file. Knew Epstein was disgusting. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil and to focus on her. As I said, generational, massive bitch. Like, nobody has said a single...
Well, yeah, because Maxwell was the one that would, like, go out and scout for Epstein to pull the girls in.
Not heard a single good thing about Ghislaine Maxwell from anyone.
And this is the reason why whenever she wants to plead the fifth for everything and they ask her questions, you should immediately just start hammering her hand into the fucking table. Just get a nail and hammer that motherfucker into the table.
At least, like...
And ask her if she wants to talk then, and if she doesn't, you just start hacking off limbs.
I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, there's like people smiling with him, and like, you know, it's like he's hanging out with people.
No, don't give that bitch nothing. No amnesty, no freedom, nothing.
Like, nobody liked this bitch. Nobody liked her. Oh my God. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. They knew he worked for Bear Stearns. Blank was told that Epstein was kind of a technical guy that would make it happen if you didn't want to know how. None of the victims that PBD spoke with said they had sexual contact with men other than Epstein while in Epstein's orbit. Blank had one time went out screaming. Prince Andrew was a fixture in Palm Beach, and he had no protection while there. Blank had done interviews in the past, and this is all the rest of it, right? So Jeffrey Epstein thought that Trump ratted him out. Wolf alleged Epstein came to believe that it was Trump who had first caused him to be investigated by the law enforcement in 2005.
Which is crazy, dude.
You are right. People don't care. They're already convinced Trump's bad. Nothing can fix it. I already told you that.
Well, the thing is like, if you go back to like Trump's first term and you ask people why they think Trump is so bad, even before he ran for office, the smear campaign had already started. I didn't like him. I still kind of don't. Because as of right now, he's all talk and no do. But like, why do you dislike Donald Trump? If it wasn't for the Epstein files, because prior to this, nobody knew he was in the files. So why did you dislike him then? Why did you dislike him? No one's ever actually like honestly answered that question. Like, everyone says you should just dislike him. Everyone hates him. Why? Why do you hate him? Why do you dislike him? And knowing this prior to the Epstein files, why did you not like him? Obama ran on the same immigration policies that Trump did. Why do you dislike him? It makes it like... Alex Jones cooked, man. Bro cooked, and he just didn't even know it yet.
It happened no matter what. So, Trump will resign by the end of the year? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I mean, it definitely makes him look pretty good to have this happen. For it to come out, look, this is proven true today.
That he's not saying that what Epstein did is a...
Yeah, President Trump was an FBI informant in order to take down Epstein. It looks like this is proven true today from the release of the Epstein documents. Oh my God.
So they used Donald Trump as an FBI informant.
I don't think anybody was predicting this.
No, I don't think they were either.
Why was Trump calling it a hoax? This is some other reason.
Oh, maybe that's the reason why they didn't want to release the Epstein files, because if he was an FBI informant and he has ties to other stuff outside of the government, then it could really fuck things up. Huh. I'm not saying it's true, but that's a pretty valid reason.
And we solved the torture video false narrative. What is this here? If I can find it, there's some other bullshit. And let's see if there's anything else. Collecting info after his arrest. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find the rest of it. So he was the one that actually roached out on him first. Do you think Trump and Elon played the bait game here? This is also one from 2016. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up.
Man, this is the reason why you shouldn't take these people serious. Tide 5, an FBI informant would be never allowed to be president. You smoothie S. You're dumb. And you can't spell.
Trump would have said to begin with if this was the case. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay, let me mention some names to you and just get a quick response. Hillary Clinton.
like a one-word response. I sort of think of Benghazi. I think of a failed Secretary of State.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Barack
Obama. Okay, bitter guy, 14. What's your counter argument? And it better be a good one. I mean, I'm gonna probably permaban you anyway, but still. What's your counter argument? This is like Asman's chat, man. When you ask them a question, they vanish. Don't you love it? Okay, Democrats and Republicans. What about it, bitter guy 14? What about that? That's not an argument. You're just saying two words. Democrats and Republicans. What about them? Congratulations, you can spell two names. Okay, that's cool. The 2 comments up. I've gone up like a lot of comments, dude. Saying Republicans and Democrats doesn't mean shit. The fuck? That's not an answer. That's not even an argument. That's a statement. You just said Democrats and Republicans, and then 2 comments down from that, you said read literally 2 comments up. The fuck? You're retarded, dude. Like what? You're fucking stupid. You're actually just dumb. What the fuck? What's wrong with these people, man? Obama. Jesus Christ.
Incompetent president.
Fuck.
Okay.
Man. This was what does it say? This was years before reporting.
I want to let y'all know, the only reason I don't pop y'all's fucking chat out and pull it on screen is because I'm streaming to Twitch. And I'd get banned on Twitch if I did that.
About Epstein's notorious island.
As soon as they want to pull their head out of their ass and let the content creators do what they love doing, I'm going to be pulling people up. I'm going to be asking them directly what the hell their thought process is.
It was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So,
the Clintons are friends
and he's
of
been
yours,
there
right?
for many times.
The Clintons are friends.
Well, I can't say friends, but I know
You're
them.
friendly. You know them.
They play at my clubs a lot. I have clubs, and everybody likes to play at my clubs.
Are you saying there's a political problem for her if she runs for president?
It could be a political problem. Look, he could be a political problem. Right now, he's Teflon, and right now, maybe not.
Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It just don't look good, does it?
It was a convenient place to stay.
Right.
A convenient place to
I've
stay.
gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end of the day, with the benefit.
You mean to tell me that Prince Andrew, like one of the richest men in the world, doesn't have anywhere else to stay?
Of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely the wrong thing to do.
Really?
I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and you watched people yesterday saying that I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste, okay? Now, other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island, whatever his island was, wherever it is. I was never there. Find out the people that went to the island. I threw him out. In fact...
So he said it even then.
I think the great James Patterson, who's a member of Mar-a-Lago, made a statement yesterday that...
Why haven't you declared civil war yet? the fuck? Why would we want a civil war? That's weird. Why?
Many years ago, I threw him out.
Why the hell would we fight each other whenever all we got to do is like storm the White House and get the people out? Like that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not a fan
it's
of
not
Jeffrey
a civil
Epstein.
war, man.
Okay, anybody else?
Jeffrey Epstein is a terrific guy.
Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him.
And the thing is like they don't even like most people don't even care about the people that didn't do anything wrong. Like, and this is what I really don't understand is that you do realize that if Trump is implemented in the files and he let's say that the government actually does its job and starts arresting people that were implicated in the files heavily, and Trump gets arrested. Well, I hate to break it to you, but then that just means that the vice president, J.D. Vance, is going to take over. And if you think Trump's policies are bad, I don't think you're ready for J.D. Vance. Like, you're better off having better off having Trump in power right now. Like, if your whole reason for the Epstein files is to get Trump put in jail and out of office, you're just going to help J.D. Vance. And like I said, J.D. Vance is his viewpoints are even more radical than Trump's. So, like,
People in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him.
I just think that it's interesting that anytime someone brings up like the illegal rapists, immigrants, the illegal immigrants that are diddling the kids literally in your own neighborhood, you're gonna defend them, but at the same time, you want to bring up the Epstein files, and it's like, but you do know that these things are, they're like tit for tat, right? They're night and day. Like, it's just, but yeah, if Trump did anything wrong, obviously put his ass in jail. I think we should publicly execute these motherfuckers. Personally, we should. Anyone that had any like contact with a child in those files or did anything in the wrong, their ass needs to be publicly executed in front of the White House. That's what I think. Turn that shit into a show, bro. As far as I'm concerned. But if your whole reason for bringing up the Epstein files is to get Trump removed just because he's pushing policies that you don't like, well, if you don't like his, you're damn sure not going to like Vance's.
I think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
Like, Vance is so radical, bro's trying to put religion back in schools.
Yeah, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
Ghislaine Maxwell facing day 2 of her sex trafficking trial here in New York. The jury hearing testimony today from 2 witnesses, including one of Maxwell's accusers and the former personal pilot.
I've seen some of these clips. I haven't seen this one.
To Jeffrey Epstein.
The big moment in the court, Stephen Laurie, today was when the government called the first of 4 accusers against Maxwell. The professional actress, going by the pseudonym Jane, in court. She said that she was 14 when Maxwell and Epstein first abused
Maybe he
her.
is.
Jane said
I mean, if this actually turns out to be true, like, W Trump, seriously.
Told the jury that Epstein and Maxwell first approached her in the summer of 1994 when she was at a performing arts camp in Michigan between her 7th and 8th grade years. The prosecutor's questions and Jane's answers painted a picture of Maxwell.
I don't think Sleazy Joe's going to be running for office again. He's got brain cancer that's terminal, bro. I don't think he's going to run again. He wasn't the best, but he didn't deserve terminal fucking cancer. That's awful. Unless he's a pedo. If he's a pedo, then he deserves it. But if he's not, then...
Vulnerable middle schooler whose father's death 9 months earlier left her family broke and homeless, her mother distant and depressed, and her own dreams in doubt. Earlier in the day, Epstein's longtime private pilot gave the jury detailed descriptions of Maxwell's and Epstein's various homes, as well as Epstein's 3 planes he owned. But the pilot also said he never saw any female he thought was under the age of 20 on a plane without a parent, instead describing the 14-year-old Jane as a, quote, mature woman with piercing powder blue eyes.
Wow. Wow. So anyway, holy fucking shit. This is insane. I focus on her. Holy fucking shit. I now see why Biden didn't release.
Damn, bro. It's kind of sad because ever since they fixed the shit in Minneapolis, there's been like no protests to talk about. Let me see if there's anything that's new. What the fuck is this? Is this real? No! Fuck!
Well, on a separate note,
go back.
Well, on a separate note, it's heating up over the Middle East. President Trump is set to meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after moving up his visit amid ongoing U.S.-Iranian negotiations. As you know, if the U.S. and Iran clash, they're going to go after Israel, too. President Trump now telling Axios he may send a second aircraft carrier strike group to the Middle East if talks with Iran fail, and we all know they are going to. The director of the Center for...
Oh, yeah, no, because what they want is crazy. Yeah, no. Like, they're gonna fail. Like, let's be honest here.
Security at the Heritage Foundation, an architect of the...
You can't reason with somebody that shut down their own internet and is making AI videos and using videos from, like, a game to symbolize them, like, attacking Americans and, like, the American Air Force and stuff. Like, you can't reason with somebody like that.
Accords. Robert Greenray joins us now. Robert, what do you think Netanyahu tells the president? They got a great relationship, but they have a very direct relationship. A few weeks ago, he said, Mr. President, please wait. What do you think he's saying now?
Oh, my God, dude, that comment is diabolical. My God.
I think he's communicating to the president that Iran is unlikely to get to a negotiated settlement, as you rightly indicate. They seem to think that they're negotiating with the appeasers in the Biden administration and haven't adjusted. And they've done the heavy lifting already, disarming Iran. They're broke and wildly unpopular, not a very good negotiating position. And I think Prime Minister Netanyahu is communicating that, and I think there's broad agreement on the opportunity that presents itself. And certainly Iran does not have the capacity to adequately threaten the United States, but it's not completely defenseless. And I think that's why additional assets may be required and may be on their way into the theater.
They got about 2,000 ballistic missiles, I understand, but I would trust your numbers better. What Israel wants from the U.S.-Iran negotiations, dismantle the nuclear enrichment facilities. We've been waiting on that. Limits of Iran's missile program. They said it's not on the table. And the end of Iranian support for regional militias. They said they're not even going to discuss it. So it's going to be 0 for 3. And then...
Yeah,
and they're going to get attacked.
Force may still yet be required. And again, Midnight Hammer took the nuclear program off the table. So the ballistic missile program is all that they've got left. And that, of course, remains a target that both Israel and the United States and, frankly, the region should be interested in eliminating. And once that happens, Iran is no longer the principal threat in the region, and we're in a new Middle East. And I think that's the horizon that both the president and the prime minister are steering
That's
towards.
also what the Iranian people want, too. It's obvious that's what they want. Whenever you've got protesters spelling Trump's names on walls in Iran before the internet went down, pleading and begging for Trump's help after they saw what happened in Venezuela, it's obvious what they want.
Here is Nikki Haley, former governor of South Carolina, ambassador to the UN, presidential candidate, last night on this historic opportunity. Watch.
This is a legacy-defining moment for President Trump. Iran has never been weaker than they are right now. The key at the end of the day is no nuclear enrichment, no more ballistic missile or drone activity, making sure the Iranian people finally have the freedom that they deserve, and no more money going to their proxies.
She's right, isn't she?
Yeah, and I think that's been the president's goal from the first.
You can't compare Libya, what happened in Libya and Afghanistan, to what we did in Venezuela. That's what it's going to be like in Iran if we get involved with Iran. The reason why Afghanistan and Libya went so bad is because we had a cocksucker in power that was fueling a military-industrial complex to make billions of dollars. That's why it went so bad. We had the tools back then to tactically take out everyone in leadership, just like we did to Iran a couple months back. We have the tools. Why do you think they put those men on the ground? It was to fuel money. It was to fuel the military-industrial complex. That's why they were there. It's not going to be the same now. You should know that just by listening to what the security team for Venezuela said. They weren't fucking around.
Administration and the second. The difference is, of course, now he's taken decisive steps to get closer to it. And I think we're not far from it. Iran won't do it themselves. It'll have to be imposed, and we'll all be better off for it.
You realize that it took us, what, almost 20 years to replace the Taliban with the Taliban? The fuck kind of sense does that make? These people so fucking demoralized they don't even fight for their own land. Why the fuck we out there getting ourselves killed for them? We left them stockpiles of weapons. We trained them, gave them everything they needed, and within a day, their entire regime fell. That's not our fault. They not only did their entire thing fall, all the weapons and shit we left them, the Taliban took.
Doesn't produce votes or guarantee a midterm.
You can bring a dog to water, but you can't make the motherfucker drink.
Foreign policy president that I've had in our lifetime. And even if you disagree with what he's doing, he's making an impact in all the trouble spots.
There's no question, and this is not isolated. This, of course, impacts Russia's access to resources because Iran is also another major oil exporter, and so do his actions in Venezuela. And, of course, China is a major importer of Iran's oil. So this operation has strategic implications. There's no question about it. And there's an economic side of it, of course, with stability in the global...
Last time I checked, if you die, it's usually forever. You don't... Like, if you're talking to me about Jesus, and you're saying if you die forever... You do realize that unless you believe in, like, reincarnation, which is a different religion, you are effectively clashing your own words together. I wonder how many people are actually bots, you know? It kind of does make me wonder.
Markets. The president's mindful of all of this, and there's a lot of upside here, and so I can expect that we'll see decisive action as he's continuing.
There is a judgment day. It's currently going on in New York, and it involves a man called Maduro.
Show.
And hope he'll call on you to expand the Abraham Accords because you are the expert in that area. Robert Greenway, thanks so much. It's also important for those people who say we have to pivot to China. I understand it. But if you're not going to pivot to China, if there's a problem in the Middle East, this is the best chance to eliminate a huge problem in the Middle East.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube.
Yeah, I think within a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, we'll probably end up hopefully helping Iran overthrow their frickin' whatever that fucking guy, the supreme leader, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself. If the doubt, maybe showing all my comments. You over on Twitch, man? I mean, you can go to the channel and join the Discord server. There's a server you can join.
That's me running towards the sea.
So this dude snuck onto Epstein Island and then proceeded to run up to the temple.
Tyler Oliveira went to Jeffrey Epstein's island.
This was a while ago, though.
Towards the satanic temple of the evil billionaire Jeffrey Epstein on his private island swarming with security.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're being detected. Shoot me if you dare! What are you hiding, Epstein? Made it to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Epstein, where are you? So the first part of the scheme was to get our hands on 2 jet skis while being goofy tourist vloggers asking if there were any nearby islands we should take a look at while we toured the ocean. Should we go through Little James and Big James, or those no-nos?
No, don't go through there.
They'll shoot us.
Don't go through there.
Somebody's island.
Oh,
it's somebody's island.
Yeah.
By the government?
No, private.
What would happen? Not that we would ever do that.
I don't know, but you don't want to find out?
Easy.
You don't want to find out. Yeah, I bet.
You watch Netflix a lot, right?
No.
Good for you.
Okay, all right.
Good for you.
Captain Isaac, we're out. We're going to go straight there and then right. I'm on the jet ski. We have this for like 5 hours. We need to do this quick before we get detected by authorities.
Why the fuck are you even able to get a jet ski for 5 hours? That's kind of like overkill, ain't it?
Guys,
Jesus.
They're super sussed out by me. We're headed to Epstein's Island. What could go wrong? And after 15 minutes...
Bro.
This is what journalism looks like, by the way. This is what journalism looks like.
You know what this reminds me of?
It doesn't involve storming the church with a group of people and getting arrested and charged for almost 20 years in prison. It has to do with maybe a little bit of breaking the law, sure. But, like, at least he's not marching other people to their frickin', jail. It's just him and his camera dude that doesn't even set foot on the island. So, like, technically, he can't even be arrested.
Me of whenever I would get on, like, a Warcraft beta, and I would try to go out of bounds. I would try to go to, like, GM. It's like he's trying to go to GM Island.
And he didn't disrupt anything or break anything either. So, like, there's that. Other than being trespassed off the island, there's not really much else.
Epstein Island, Little James.
That's where all the game masters are.
I don't know who's there, what security measures they're taking. There's probably government watching, and there might be personal security on the island.
As I got closer to the island, it was clear I wasn't alone.
Okay, we have made it to the island.
Oh
Look at that
my
sign.
God.
Private property, no trespassing.
He's about to
And there
trespass.
is Epstein Island.
Honestly, like, we gotta admit, whenever his password was #1 island, I gotta believe him. This place is nice. Damn.
James, there's a boat on the island right now.
Nice place.
The question is, who could it be and why?
There's literally someone right there on the island.
Okay, we have more people. Look, it's a whole operation out here. Look at
Security.
this.
Wow,
A
look at all
golf cart.
that.
People that work here. We have a dog. Who is this man? Okay, we have another person, bigger woman and her dog. Probably security or maintenance, but hired by who? A new owner? The government? I'm not sure.
But it turns out
Dude, the island is beautiful.
for sale by Epstein's estate for over $125 million.
See, we gotta buy we gotta maybe do like a fundraiser or something to buy.
Yo, Mr. B should buy the island. Mr. B should buy the island. So that way he can do like games on it and shit. You know, if you beat the other... Oh God, I'm going to hell for this one. I'm going to hell. See, they could have like pizza, right? And if you beat the other team, you get to eat their pizza.
Hey, to buy the island.
Going to hell, bro.
We all think.
Why is there still so much security on the island if he's dead? And what are the owners of Epstein's Island still hiding?
Are they headed in the right direction? This is a little bit eerie.
Well, you realize that this island has a tunnel system that nobody knows what's inside, right?
Woman. And now they are leaving. We're gonna have to beach somewhere else. We're gonna have to do this quick. We need to get in and out, or we're gonna get shot. I'm convinced. Boss is gonna whip out the drone, see how many people are on the island itself. I've already seen 4 people. Launch the drone. Go, my child. Find the truth. Inspect the area.
There you go.
Well, at first, it seems like a
Damn, look at that place. Holy shit. Look at that house.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he does non-consensually now.
Oh my God.
normal island a billionaire might abandon.
Damn.
Once the drone flies in a little closer, you begin to notice these carts driving across the island. But who are they and what are they protecting? And then, once the drone started getting closer to the...
Wait, yo, what happened? Yo. What happened? Like, they painted over it.
Yeah, that's the temple.
They got rid of it. Damn.
Temple, this weird white building on the highest point of the island where people...
It used to have the blue stripes and it had the dome on top with the red in the actual walkway here. It's all gone now.
For evil satanic rituals, our drone began to experience unexplainable signal interference.
Our signal interference. We lost it, so we've lost the drone. They've interfered with the drone. We don't have control.
Now, it's important to note that in the last...
there it is. This was the other guy that did it.
Of this temple.
That's how we know what it looks like.
Some random fucking guy shows up. Oh my God.
The temple was painted in this blue gold pattern, and there's a giant sundial adjacent to it. This now means that the sundial was recently removed and the temple was completely repainted white.
Yeah.
So you're telling me they got rid of all the symbols and all of the occult icons? That's smart.
But the question is, what are they covering up? And then I saw this.
See a guy building right there. Look, literally right there.
Who's that?
Look, look, look. Yep, there is another.
The island has like its own maintenance crew and stuff. Supposedly.
This way? Oh, it's going to get the drone.
And like you have to, like I think it's like $2 million a year on maintenance or some shit like that.
Don't get caught, Pasha. There he is. There he is. Who is this man? Who is this man right here?
Who he be?
Storm the beach like Normandy right now, get on the island, and hopefully not get shot or apprehended.
After barely pulling the drone back in, after losing signal, and confirming this place was swarming with what we believe to be armed security, it was time to storm the beach like Normandy.
There's the temple!
And that...
Not having a debate with anybody,
They're
bro.
gonna try to go into Jeffrey Epstein's satanic temple. You gotta give it to this guy, man. Like, he really will do fucking anything. This is... I would be afraid to do this. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's a lot of things I'd be willing to... I would not be willing to do this. I would never do this. This shit is insane. Somebody says Nick Shirley should go there to investigate if there's any fraud. Yeah, I went into the temple and they had a receipt from the United States of America to Israel for, wait, $134 billion. Wait.
It was exactly where I was headed.
Shut it down!
Mysterious stairway, almost like it's inviting us to enter. Okay, we have another no
it's like a
trespassing
video
sign
game.
Right there. No trespassing sign right there.
And after a full peripheral scope of the island, it was now time to infiltrate.
For pizza? Wait, what? What pizza is $1 billion?
Let's get on shore. I'm on the island. The temple's behind me.
Why would a country order pizza? Look.
There's the arches right there.
Oh my God. Why would somebody want to eat a pizza that's 8 years old?
They're running out.
Yeah.
Fucking turn.
I had made it to the beach undetected, and I was headed towards the temple. Now with this temple,
all right. First mission accomplished. Like this would be like first objective. Like this is where he hits if this is a video game, he would just hit a checkpoint right here.
was the source of the signal interference, it was only logical that there might be something hiding there waiting for me to find. And keep in mind, this is a rough map of the island, and right now I'm here.
You know they saying that the way the island is laid out, that it looks suspiciously like the old Nickelodeon logo? Like the orange splat?
Yeah. Right now I'm here, and this is where I'm headed.
Wait, what is this here? What did it say? Tunnel into the hill. Yeah, all right.
This is where I'm headed, forcing me to essentially sneak up a cliff to hopefully avoid security.
Don't get fucking arrested.
I'm gonna fucking ban you because
all the skills I learned
thing is
video games right now.
When you call someone a pedo, dude, you better make sure you back it up or else you're gonna get fucking sued. It's defamation, it's slander. Like,
so yeah, top of the hill, that's smart. Look how beautiful this place is. This is amazing. Like that's what's weird is like, I mean, if I had an island like this, like the last thing that I would be thinking about doing is like getting into trouble that would like get me arrested. Like I would be like, okay, this is good. Like I don't want to fuck anything up, right? Like this is great. You know what I mean? It's like
you're right. Real journalism is very dangerous. It is.
You don't want to leave it out in front of your fucking house.
The hill. We have not been detected yet, which is surprising. There's the drone in the air.
Yeah.
There's Tyler.
And my basic strategy here is to find something to hide behind, regain my breath, and then run as fast as I can, slowly making progress to the temple and avoiding security along the way.
See, what he should have done, like if this had been better, is he could have used a camouflage thing. Like he could have gone through like one of those fucking Desert Storm ghillie suits.
Cast. I'm gonna keep going on this road. Looks like it's built for go-karts. Let's keep going. We're going for it.
Yeah.
I think we've been detected. We've gotten to the side. I've not been detected yet. I see this.
He can get in there.
Right there.
Get in there. Lose aggro. He lose aggro right now.
This thing's steep as a mother.
Well, it is odd to me that this is one of the, most known islands, and they don't let anybody on to look around and, actually do, reporting stuff. It's interesting. Even after all this time.
Slowly but surely. Yeah, we're going up.
And then $128 million for the island itself? That's kind of low. How has no one bought that yet?
Okay. There's the temple. I might just climb up the hill. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, let's do this. Once I go up there, I'm kind of screwed. I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Whenever I first saw him get onto the island, I was like, dude, why are you wearing that highlighter fucking green ass floaty, bro? What are you doing?
And with my massive calves, I scaled up the side of a literal mountain to Epstein's temple.
Jesus Christ, man. Bro is out there acting like 007 doing God's work.
Absolute fucking cinema. Insane. Just, bro, are you kidding me? Absolute cinema. Walking up to Jeffrey Epstein's temple.
Well, think about it though. Like, unless you're like wealthy and you've been on the island, you know, the old-fashioned way. How many people can say that they snuck onto an island and touched a fucking monument that you know is from an island that has had, like, horrible, despicable, nasty shit happen on it?
Wow.
Like, this is journalism at its finest.
Still somehow undetected.
Wow, better Mission
I
Impossible.
love how he's, like, laying on this grass, wearing a white shirt and a neon highlighter green fucking floaty.
You think they'd buy security?
Bro, you're not blending in right there.
With only the open road standing between me and the temple, it was time to go for it.
Okay, we made it to the temple. We made it to the temple.
Wait, was that a bird?
Okay, we made it.
That's a drone.
Oh, that's his drone. That's his drone. That's the drone that his other guy is using.
Still.
There he goes!
Yeah, it is. It is. Look at the angle.
This is the temple where crazy stuff went down.
Oh my god.
They removed the door. They took the door down.
Belly of the beast.
Look at this. Look at this. Blocked off by steel. Blocked off by wood. Pasha, over there. Come on, Tyler. God, if you're alive, protect me. Came through there. Weaved my way all the way up to here.
Damn.
There's a giant...
So the entire thing is boarded up with fucking plywood and metal.
cliff here, by the way. Giant cliff, and then...
And that island is beautiful, though.
Off. The entire place looks to be repainted. It used to be blue and
It
yellow.
sucks that such a beautiful island had to be, like, had to succumb to such fucking disgusting thing. It really, it sucks, man.
They just repainted the place. It is literally pure white now. Someone took a dump right there.
It's probably the dog. Don't they have a dog?
Down in this temple right here, there used to be a giant sun compass that was removed, apparently. There's a bonfire right here.
Yeah, that's the sundial had like 13 different colored benches around it.
Maybe where they burn people alive, or...
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? I mean, it could be that.
Sun compass that was removed, apparently. There's a bonfire right here.
Yeah.
Maybe where they burn people alive.
True.
Or not.
Or not.
Up here successfully, undetected. There's no, there's that, there's like a speaker right there.
Yeah.
But beyond that, seems to be low-level security right now. Okay, there's a sailboat coming in right there. That's not what we wanted to see. Right now, it's a race against time. Hopefully I don't go to jail. Horrid things went down here. Look at all these benches. Very out of place benches, right? You have benches right here, bench right there, bench right there, bench right there. Look at that, this makes no sense. I'm gonna go back down, see if we can examine the estate. This time I might have to go blitzkrieg. Now I just need to run. My pants were literally falling off. Looks like an unfinished construction pathway. Let's see what's inside. I don't know where all the security went, but yet to remain detected. They might be on their lunch break. Losing out right now. Just can't breathe. Behind this rock. Behind this giant...
Bro, that rock does not look stable. Why the hell would you hide next to that thing?
Damn,
I don't like that rock.
I feel like that's the kind of rock that would fall on you. I do.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, shit! It's security!
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hold up.
Bro, he's just trying to pass it off, dude. He's trying to pass it off. He's like, yo, what's up? What's up? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Stealth is over. You gotta kill them all now.
I'm running.
Gotta Metal Gear Solid this shit now, boy. No survivors. Bro, I hope he's fit. He's gonna have to run.
As I ran away from security, I saw this.
That is... I actually know what this is. This is the radio tower for the island. This is what, like... This is what links all the security towers together for all the different parts of the island. Because we watched a map about it.
Oh, no. They got me.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Need to run.
Now, security was right behind me, going full speed in my direction.
Oh, no. You can't stop me.
I mean, this guy's in shape, man. He's running a lot. That's a lot, man. That'd be hot.
I can't exactly understand.
Well, he is soaking wet because he just had to... Oh, no, actually, he didn't swim to the island, did he? He didn't swim to the island.
But they're screaming at me the whole time.
Yep.
Ooh, run, bro!
Wait, is he literally... Wait, no
Bro needs to be running like he's never ran before.
shot. No shot. He's got two...
About to find out what that acid's for that they got.
He's got two separate vehicles after him. And is he gonna go into the water and try to fucking get away on the jet ski? On the jet ski? Or what is it called?
Jet ski. It's a jet ski guy.
We're good. I'm out of here.
Hey, don't stop. Just go. Just keep running.
The beaches. We're good. A brand new pool right here. We seeing this?
Nice pool. Really nice pool.
We're not as fast as me though. Gotta keep going. Good training for this day.
That is such a... Tell me you're privileged without telling me you're privileged. There's nothing quite like owning a fucking swimming pool when you have an island in the middle of the fucking ocean. Because you know why not, right?
Oh my...
As I began to run away, Pasha notices this, pulls the drone in, and begins zooming over on his jet ski to pick me up, right as I unknowingly approach a cliff. And at this moment, it looked like I had no choice but to jump.
No.
I'm going down.
You mean slide down?
You can't. He's not coming down. Going into the water.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, security boat.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Get the apprehend me. I'm swimming as fast as I can. Waiting for Pasha to pick me up. Come on, Pasha.
Oh my god.
I'm in international waters. What are you hiding, Epstein? What are you hiding, Epstein?
No way his boy picks him up.
Waiting on Pasha to get away.
No way.
With the jet ski. There's my...
No fucking way.
Damn.
Escape from Epstein Island. Yes, bro, absolute fucking cinema. This is crazy.
There's Pasha with the jet ski. There's my getaway jet ski.
This is amazing.
Alright, we're making out. You're gonna tip.
Oh my god.
Alright, easy. They thought they could get me. Grab the handle.
Wow.
Alright, go, 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 go. We escaped with all the footage. I'm touched. I breathe air. You suck.
But as we zoomed back and made our way to the airport, I saw this. I think we're being followed by a Fed right now.
Oh my god. So this is an old...
Yo,
my
W
God.
video. W video, seriously. Oh, man. Are they go and fuck some... Oh, yeah, we got, so we got that. What is this? Oh, Discord. We're actually gonna watch Charlie's video on the Discord.
His comeuppance will be inevitable, okay?
Speak it into existence, Sess. I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting.
Context. A couple of weeks ago, Hassan was banned on Twitch, a week-long suspension that was quickly reduced to 3 days. Because of this...
Why? Why couldn't he just serve the... How come it is that Tectone files an appeal, he gets it, and he still has to wait a week to get unbanned? Like, what is that about? But yet this guy doesn't even try to appeal it, and he's supposed to be banned for a week, and he only has to do 3 days. What the fuck's that about?
Hassan decided to start multi-streaming on YouTube. Unfortunately, due to completely unforeseen circumstances, he has now already quit. Here's the complete crash out and more.
Hassan is no
Oh yeah, he
longer-
quit because, like, if for example, if Asmongold started live streaming on YouTube, I would go to YouTube. Twitch's ad system sucks.
Dual streaming to YouTube, it's been somewhat of a failure.
Yes, Chatter, you are not wrong. It's been a somewhat of a failure.
He actually tried to pull a DSP? Wait, really?
Hassan encourages his viewers to watch on both Twitch and YouTube simultaneously.
I have both up at the moment. I just
God
need one or
damn.
the other. Nice. Open it on both. Just pump it. You know what I mean? Just pump it. Go crazy with it. Go crazy with it. And I want to separate the audiences because on Twitch, if you have 15K and on YouTube you have 10K, that doesn't mean you have 25K total viewership. As far as reach goes, this is still my primary platform. And the reason why I'm going to continue doing it is because
Well, I mean, like, I think the real reason why he didn't go and stream on YouTube is because it causes his Twitch stream to get really low viewership and then it looks bad. Whenever his Twitch stream can't even get over 20K viewers, he's going to look bad and it's going to look like he's falling off. Hassan cares a lot about image, right? At At the same time, I think that long term, it's better to grow a brand multi-streaming. That's why I started multi-streaming myself. Now, luckily for me, I still have a lot of people that watch me on Twitch.
The view count in this circumstance is quite literally market dominance of ideology. Okay.
See? The optics. He wants to look popular, so his ideas look popular. And this is a big difference between like me and Hassan. I don't really need to launder my ideas through other people. If I was a non-political streamer, I would never want to stream with Hassan just because it's disrespectful, right? If you have somebody who is
they're talking about removing politics from Twitch. The day they do that, I'll stop streaming to Twitch, and then I'm gonna bump the stream here up to like 4K, and then I'll be streaming in 4K. I can't even stream in 4K simply because Twitch's bullshit is only up to 1080 or 1440. It's so fucking stupid.
I want to collab with people so I can take advantage of their audience and get them to push my
And you could only get 1440 if you're partnered with Twitch.
Like, I mean, if that's really it, I would never want to deal with that.
Market dominance for an idea, because it doesn't just mean the bigger number. What means for a higher viewership is a higher likelihood of bringing in fucking normies. People who are not socialists, but are on the fucking platform.
He's talking about how Twitch's system works. So on Twitch, the more people that are watching you, the more it's your stream's going to be put up in category. So like, the more people that, like, let's say you have 14,000 people that are watching you, and there's nobody else that has as many viewers as you in the just chatting category, right? Then you're going to be at the top. You're going to be on front page. That's what he's referring to. So him doing multi-stream is making him lose money on Twitch and viewership.
That are like, let me click to see what's going on.
Though, you would make a lot more money if you used YouTube.
In the world. Let me see what's happening. Let me see. Oh, let me go and watch fucking Asmongold.
Always thinking about you, number one, huh?
All about me. Entire career direction because of me. And I'm just sitting here.
Did you check out Emiru's apology? No. Yeah. I haven't seen the Emiru
No
apology.
shot. Did Emiru apologize for trying to be apolitical?
I was going to talk about it because like Asmongold apparently, like Emiru got yelled at because woke is back.
We do have to do something about this. I think I might ramp up my hostility towards the people online, because if you're not, they'll do it to you. I think I might ramp up my hostility.
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ramp up your hostility. Suck my fucking
That's right, bro. Like, it's such a good thing that you're gassing up people who just openly, maliciously spread lies about other people. Say that.
Well, that's the reason why Hassan can't get brought onto any big broadcasters now, like Fox News or anything, because I think, what was it that he went on? I think he was on, oh, fuck, dude. It was that British dude with the gray hair. Hey, he's known for bringing on, like, controversial people and YouTubers constantly. Destiny went on the show, and they absolutely fucking obliterated them, and they had to resort to lying about everything. He did the same thing whenever he got destroyed by Ethan, too. Like, whenever you have to resort to lying about trying to prove a point, you've lost that argument that you just have.
Hangs out with every rapist that she meets, and to say that Israelis are fine. Farming hate on someone who doesn't even know what the fuck a Zionist is. The person that's doing it, they are an administrator, a Twitch mod that has been ordained by Hassan. These are your guys that are contributing in a blatant harassment and abuse campaign for somebody that's not even involved in the topic.
You know what's kind of crazy is this sounds oddly familiar. This sounds exactly like the reason why Denims, Frogan, and there's another one, Casey Tron are all getting fucking sued by Ethan Klein. This sounds oddly familiar.
10 months ago, I called this out. Did he rein any of this in? No. Because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to... Yeah.
What's up, Twitch? Twitch, y'all seeing this?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with what I said. If I say that people need to be outspoken, voice their concerns and their criticism, then yeah, I don't think I'm the one that's in the wrong.
His comeuppance will be inevitable, okay?
Speak it into existence, sis. Speak it. Oh, I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. Jesus Christ.
And also, even though Assman had to take multiple breaks because of his dad, his overall internet presence has only been expanding, while Hassan's has been stagnating since 2022.
So like this weird thing where you're dragging somebody in who's like not involved in this political spectrum at all, weaponize their innocence in order to like make an argument. I think that's very unfair to that person.
Well, like, Imaru, I've said this over the past 2-3 days now. Imaru is a gaming... She's a gaming... What the fuck is that called? Cosplayer. She doesn't do politics. She doesn't talk about politics. She doesn't do anything with them. And you're attacking somebody who has verbally stated she wants to not talk about it. And you're attacking them. Well, if I'm being attacked by somebody and they have a specific political view, I'm probably not going to like that very much. Probably not going to agree with them because they're crazy. Like, at that point, a lot of stuff comes into question on your viewpoint of whatever they're trying to push, whether it be religion or politics.
I think that Hassan should be ashamed of himself for doing that.
To her apolitical audience. Her audience is not apolitical. Her audience is right-wing. Let's be fucking real. Like I said, I think it is the financial pressures of having an audience that is comprised almost entirely of Asmongold's biggest fucking dipshit warriors is the major reason as to why she's not revealing her perspective. Actual bad people. I will say that about Asmongold. Asmongold's a bad person.
Then, so I've seen...
How could you look at Imaru and say she's been essayed, like, in public spaces? She's like, what the fuck? She dated somebody that abused the shit out of her who she's currently suing? The fuck?
There have been some old clips of Denims that have been circulating around.
Everyone on the left.
Oh, this is the lady that we watched yesterday say that all the people that watch Emirath are incels.
Is so socially woke, they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case, Hassan.
Wow, look at that. Well, something changed.
Hassan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else. He just like...
Wow. So she actually just switched sides.
He just flames them. Like, he doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments towards other people.
What the hell happened? Did Destiny not wanting to fuck you really change your entire political outlook? What a shift.
Like, he didn't like give people any amount of benefit of the doubt. He just starts railing on people.
If Destiny had just taken one for the team, we'd have one less annoying e-girl to worry about. And instead of that, you've created a...
Well, unless she sells herself out like she does on her OnlyFans page to Ethan Klein by admitting that she was wrong and apologizing to people online, she's probably not going to be on much longer anyway because Ethan's going to take everything.
Monster. You've done another. Now you've spawned another one.
So Discord has changed. Online ID is becoming more and more real, like I said it would, every day.
Come a long way since its humble beginnings as a Reddit tier.
Actually, you know what? Hold on, let me use the bathroom first. Oh, we bake. All right.
Memer, fedora tipping narwhal, baconing at midnight service, where every time you fired it up, it'd toss incredibly timeless classics at you, like constructing additional pylons and overloading on memes, watch out for Wumpus, and anytime you contacted their support, you were put in touch with Springle, the mystical gnome fairy elf wizard lord, to do nothing to help you with whatever problem you had. Discord has grown a lot since those days. It has been a staple in society for the last couple of years. And just a few hours ago, they put out an announcement about some big upcoming changes to Discord that they may as well have just announced they're shutting down. Like, that would have been more positively received than what we actually got here. This is despicable. Discord has announced that all accounts will be age restricted by default unless you verify your age via face scan or ID.
This is going to be the way of the future. This is. For Europe, they will tell you that it is to protect kids, but it is really to censor you as a person. It might even be done the same thing in America. It's probably going to happen. Instead of relying on Discord itself, I feel like the government needs to make a verification system that will force these companies to comply when it comes to internet stuff. This is going to happen. Do I want it to happen? No. Do I want parents to do their fucking part as a parent and make sure that their kids don't get a hold of things they shouldn't get a hold of, or at least monitor them? Yes, I do. Are they going to do that? No, they're not. In a realistic world, that's not going to happen. What's going to end up happening is they're going to end up using the internet. They're gonna make everyone need IDs in order to see anything, and they're going to use that to inevitably censor you. That's what it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. And like most things where you have to validate it with an ID, no one's going to care, and that's how it's going to be. You can bitch about it, you can cry about it, you can mold about it, you can steam. You can shit yourself, you can piss yourself, you can shit on your partner's side of the bed, you can Amber Heard that shit, it ain't gonna change. Fact of the matter is they've got one thing that's really driving this, and it's the quote-unquote to protect children. And they are gonna run on that, and they're gonna put it into law, and there's not gonna be a damn thing that we can do about it. And that's all there is to it. That's just how it is. Do I want it? No, but it's gonna happen.
There's also a lot more terrible things here, but that's by far the biggest. Discord, by the way, is like the least trustworthy place to be giving your data to. Only a couple months ago, Discord had a huge data breach where hackers got tons of data as well as 70,000 fucking government IDs. Giving Discord your biometric data and ID is like giving your paycheck to a polymarket gambling addict. Yeah. It's just a terrible recipe for
and
disaster.
And the reason why you need a third-party verification system for these sites is because Discord and Sony is known for people hacking their shit and taking all the information from users. It just recently happened last year. That's why you need a third-party site like a government that does age verification for you. It's not ideal, but if it's going to be one or the other, you want the government to facilitate that, and that's my honest opinion. You want the government to facilitate it.
Now they're going with the standard play from John Madden's playbook here of corporate gobbledygook, where they're saying that this is actually in order to create a safer experience for teens that use Discord. While obviously Discord has had a history of horrible things that have happened to children that have used their service, this in no way, shape, or form is the actual impetus for why they're implementing these changes to harvest your data. They then also have a mention in that tweet there that they're starting a council for US teens aged 13 to 17 to apply to be a part of this board that's supposed to better help steer Discord in a direction that's safer for children. What do you like? How does a kid submit a resume? What's your work experience? We need at least 7 years of Nickelodeon internships or something in order to accept you on the Discord children's board here. It's a very weird.
Well, the issue is our government is filled with a bunch of limp dick boomers that don't know anything about the fucking internet. That's the problem. And this is why we need term limits. Is because whenever you have the world that's evolving and they think that everybody is talking on Facebook, we have a problem because they're like 3 generations behind. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? You don't know anything about the internet, yet we expect you to make policies that regulate what kids can and can't see on the internet? You don't see any problem with that. I see a lot of problems with that.
Proposal. Now, going to their announcement here, when would users need to verify their age group? Users are only prompted to verify their age group when they attempt to access certain age-restricted content, settings, or features. After completing age assurance, users won't be asked to verify again for future age-restricted actions. A user may be prompted to verify their age group if they attempt to unblur media flagged by our sensitive content filters or attempt to change any of the default sensitivity content filter settings to show sensitive content, turn off message requests, access age-restricted channels and servers, speak in a stage channel, and toggle on age-restricted command settings. Then, in bold at the very bottom, importantly, this does not mean everyone will need to confirm their age just to use Discord.
What they're saying is that while you're using Discord, if you want to go to a chat that is 18 plus for any reason, you will have to verify. So you are under the age of 18 until you verify. So it's a blanket system. Everyone is under the age until you verify it with ID. But why would you want to put your ID on a site that's known for being hacked? And if they give the information to a third party and the third party gets hacked, this is why you want the government to come in and be the third party. You want a third party site to enforce this from the government. That's what you want. Like,
at least. I'm sure that's right around the corner. But they knew that they would catch a big load of fucking poop from this for all of their users because nobody wants to just be willy-nilly giving all of their data, their fucking face scan, ID, and everything to Discord, of all companies. A company that literally just had a massive data breach, by the way. Many people can use Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. Now, here's the default safety settings that if you attempt to alter, you will then most likely be prompted to fork over your data, whether that's an ID or a face scan. So they're calling it teen by default because these settings establish a clear safety baseline designed with teens in mind, with flexibility for adults to customize their experience. Adults can always choose to verify their age and change them or leave this setting as is.
And you know what the saddest part about this is? Is the government is having to step in and act as the parents because the parents are too fucking stupid to do their job as a parent. Just because you give birth to a child don't make you a fucking parent, bruh. Making sure that kid is ready to go out into the real world and be ready to tackle on whatever they need to fucking tackle to get the job done and be successful in their life makes you a parent. This is stupid. You can't even be expected to do the baseline of make sure your kid is not doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Seriously, why do you think whenever kids used to get in trouble back in the heyday, the parents would share in the conviction? Like, what the fuck happened to that?
Unless a user is confirmed to be an adult, these safety settings stay in place and can't be changed. So they're immutable unless you are giving, of course, your precious data, which is a currency more valuable than money, which is why every company is scrambling to do everything they can to try and roll out some changes that require you to give them your data. So that way they can sell it to other entities. At this point, it's most likely going to AI-based companies, but it goes all over the place and it always has. So then it goes into layout.
It's not even online safety. If the parents would just do their fucking job as parents and make sure they're not talking, like, for example, last week we watched a video where a child got snatched because he was playing Roblox. The dude from the Roblox that snatched the child had sent fucking pizza to the house, to the kid's house prior to that. How do you not, like, You have a child and it doesn't register to you. How the fuck did you get a pizza? Hello? Like, how fucking incoherent and ignorant do you have to fucking be to see a pizza and be like, where the fuck did you get that? I didn't pay for anything. My cards are clean. Where did you get that? Hey, what the fuck are we doing now? Like, come on.
The content filters, age-gated spaces, message requests, friend request alerts, and stage restrictions. So the wacky new philosophy over there at Discord is everyone's a child unless proven otherwise. Children by default. It's a pretty interesting strategy. I don't know if this is what Wumpus has been cooking ever since they banished him to the back rooms or what. But
yeah, they're gonna put online ID on everything. Discord is saying that you're 17 by default, so you have to start. If you go into a Discord and you need to if you go into a Discord that's 18 and up, then you have to validate it with an ID. And, well, that's just going to be the way of the future. I just wish that the government would step in instead of third-party sites. The government needs to be the third-party site that steps in and validates verifies that you're 18 and older. That's what needs to happen. They're like, seriously.
Fascinating idea. Brace yourself, because maybe this is a controversial take. This perhaps could be spicy. Do you know how you really protect...
I agree with this. I don't want it. I don't want to give anybody my ID to verify my age online. I don't want to do this. But the positives that we will get from this, like you'll be able to curse again on YouTube making videos because you won't have to worry about fucking kids everywhere. You won't have to worry about, like, getting banned out of chats because of stupid shit. Like, oh, well, think of the kids. No, dude, I want to say what the fuck I want to say. You ain't got to worry about, like, bots everywhere because the online ID would completely, it would dismantle a lot of fucking problems. It would. It would cater games to stop trying to cater to these fucking kids. It would raise the bar. It would absolutely help everything. Absolutely fucking would. Because, like, if you try to make a YouTube video for a child, it's fucking hard. Like, even whenever I was doing my gaming content and I was trying to make it family friendly with no cursing whatsoever, even the games themselves would fuck you over. That's why a lot of these YouTubers, they use Minecraft. And I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking play Minecraft. Fuck am I going to play Minecraft for? I don't want to fucking play that. I want to play a game like Doom where I can chop a demon's fucking head off and shit down its throat. That's what I want to play, and I want to curse while I'm doing it. I want to be a fucking American again. God damn it.
Children on Discord?
Bro, all the YouTubers I watched in high school growing up were fucking cursing out their ass, dude. Like, what happened? We have to fucking pad the world for a few parents that don't want to do their fucking job as a parent.
You don't let children on Discord. This is going to tie into something I was just yapping about a couple days ago, and it's something I've said numerous times over the years, but we are in an era where parents do not want to be parents. They would much rather just plop their kids in front of an iPad or a computer and let the internet raise their kids.
Well, that's why you got these dumb motherfucking retarded kids that can't even spell their name at 12 years old watching Cocomelon. Why you have a kid with a tablet watching fucking Cocomelon? Why? What are you doing? God damn, bro.
And just let them have completely
That's why we got 0% math scores. We got all these fucking retarded lobotomites out on the street protesting in Minneapolis. The fuck are you doing that for? You should be in school. I couldn't think of a better reason why you should be in school.
Unfiltered, unlimited access to the cyberspace, the World Wide Web. And as such, the entire landscape of the internet has shifted to constantly be catering towards children using it, which is extraordinarily different from how it was when I was growing up, where the internet was made for adults and kids had like certain special pockets online. But by and large, the internet was focused on adults using it. Whereas now it's just been normalized for parents to turn their kids loose online and let them run wild. So as a result, everything on the internet has changed in order to compensate for that. And make no mistake, Discord making this change, its primary goal isn't to protect kids using their service. It is to harvest your data because it's going to be very, very valuable for Discord. And getting everyone more and more comfortable with mass surveillance and no privacy, turning over your information and data is something that tons of companies are doing everything in their power to do. They just found a convenient excuse to try and paint it as something good, like protecting kids from bad people on Discord. Now, something else in their announcement is this about a...
Yeah, but that's the problem.
That's going to be...
That's the problem, though. Like, it's a good thing that they have the date of birth system, but as a child, ask yourself this: if you were old enough to have internet, and you had the smarts enough, do you really think that having to put a date of birth in that proves that you're 18 and older is going to stop you? No, it's not. Like, how many people do you know, or yourself, like, think of the first time you looked at stuff online? Like, come on. And you can't say you haven't. Even if it was just to see, you were able to get past that wall. There has to be a better system.
Introducing age inference to help determine with high confidence whether a user on the platform is an adult. So from the way they describe it, it seems like it's going to be this tool that's monitoring your activity to...
No, it is a better system. That's what I'm saying. This is gonna have, like, this. I'm not saying that I don't want this. I think that this is a great idea. I just want that the steps be put in place that will allow people to do this without their shit being stolen. This is gonna happen whether we like it or not. It's gonna happen. Like, if Europe is doing it, it's gonna happen. There's no stopping this. There is no place where this isn't going to happen. Like, hell, I'm in Texas and you already can't look at Pornhub, like, unless you do a verification. It's gonna happen.
Of your usage and make an
But you need to do the due diligence to make sure that it's done right.
Estimation of your age based on what you engage in on Discord. Admittedly, I'm a bit confused on exactly what this is, but from the sound of things, it is something that's running in the background that monitors user behavior. So if you're someone that's frequenting...
I mean, I don't want to have to put my ID on shit just to look at stuff. I don't fucking want to do that. But it's gonna happen anyway. So might as well roll with the punches, right? I don't want to do that, but I don't really have a choice.
Channels on Discord in order to help with your taxes. It would likely view
I don't think anyone wants to just give their ID to some weird third-party site you've never heard of. But if you got to do it, and it's for something you need to get done, or if it's for other things, people are probably going to cave to it. It's a matter of time.
Likely an adult using the account, so then it would just internally have you as an adult account, so you wouldn't need to complete an explicit age verification flow, like if I'm understanding this correctly. Again, I'm not entirely sure what that is. To me, it sounds like what YouTube introduced not long ago, where it monitors user usage behavior and will make an estimation of their age based on what they engage in on the platform. So for Discord, it seems like it's doing that too. And if it determines that you're an adult, you might not have to submit your facial scan or government ID. But again, I could be totally wrong. Now here's Discord treating its users like dogs, trying to coat this pill in peanut butter to make it easier to swallow. We also offer other assurance methods through our collaboration with trusted privacy...
You can assure people all you want. You guys have had too many leaks and too many fucking people hacking y'all shit to be trusted. Like, if I had to age verify my shit on Discord, I would just delete Discord. At a certain point, it's like, why are you walking down a dark alleyway with men surrounding you with knives? Like, come on. Let's be smarter about this. With how often Discord gets hacked and Sony, why the fuck would you leave your information on that shit? Hell no.
Word partners, such as facial age estimation and ID scan, all designed to minimize data use and
I've had to give my ID. I had to verify I had to take pictures of my ID for TikTok and YouTube. Haven't had to do it with Twitch yet, but...
User control. There's no way of dressing that up in any way that is actually privacy forward, by the way. We will continue exploring and validating additional age assurance approaches with the goal of expanding options and giving users choices that work best for them. After completing a chosen method, users will receive confirmation via direct message from our official Discord account. A user's assigned age group can be viewed at any time in My Account settings. Users can
well, that's the problem. You could make the argument. Here's the thing. You could make the argument that they'll just go somewhere else because they're not going to do this. But if it's the law of the country, there's not going to be anywhere else for you to go. That's the thing. Like, they're already looking at legislation that's going to be probably passed pretty easily because they're running it with the whole, like, child protection in mind. So it's probably going to get passed quick. Just like it did in Europe. Like, then there's not going to be anywhere else you can go. And then you could argue, well, I'll just use a VPN. That'll probably work for a while. And then what's going to end up happening is they're going to ban VPNs. Like, it's inevitable. This is going to happen. There's not going to be any running from this. The free internet that you knew growing up is going to end. It's going to end. It's going to be over.
My account settings to appeal by retrying the process. We currently only prompt users to age assure when they are in the Discord app and trying to access age-restricted content or update specific safety settings. We do not send emails or text messages about our age assurance process or results. So then they go into the key privacy protections. On-device processing. Video selfies for facial age estimation never leave a user's device.
And you have to keep in mind that Discord's not doing this because they want to do it. They're doing it for liability reasons. Because if you are a child and you click onto a site and then, you know, you have pizza sent to your fucking house and then you get into someone's car and you get kidnapped, who do you think the parent's going to blame? It damn sure ain't going to be them. They're not going to blame themselves. You know, you asking for too much. They're going to blame Discord. They're going to be like, well, what did you do? I don't know. What did you do? What did you do? And then the lawyer's going to be like, what did you do? And then Discord's going to be sitting there with their dick in their hand saying, I guess we didn't do enough. They're doing it for liability reasons. That's why they're doing this. And they'll be ahead of the curve if they outlaw, if they force into law online ID. They'll be ahead of the curve. So, like, there isn't a reality where this is 100% bad.
Identity documents submitted to our vendors are quickly deleted, in most cases, immediately after age confirmation. Not in every case, by the way, just most of them they're like immediately deleted, but usually it's like real quick. Like I'm talking lickety-split. Straightforward verification. In most states, users complete the process once and their Discord experience adapts to their verified age group. Users may be asked to use multiple methods only when more information is needed to assign an age group. Fuck, Jesus. Private status. A user's age verification status is only available to that user and cannot be seen by others. We're intentional about selecting and working with age assurance partners with strong privacy practices and limit data collection.
It doesn't matter about privacy and data limiting. None of this shit matters if you give this to a third party that is inevitably going to be hacked. I would much rather the government do the verification as a third party than some random fucking site, because at least with the government, they already know your fucking social. They know your date of birth. They give you your fucking ID. At the very least, if they're trying to hack the government, someone's going to jail. Like, come on.
Strictly necessary for age assurance. There you have it.
I just want it done the right way.
Changes coming to Discord right around the corner. And don't let Discord deceive you into thinking that this is a change that they're making for a positive reason, like protecting kids that use Discord. That's not actually why they're making this.
How is that wrong?
Pivot.
How is that wrong? The government already knows what you're doing. What do you... Hold on, wait a minute. Do you dumbasses in chat that are saying that I'm wrong think that whenever you log onto something in cognito mode, you actually are in cognito mode? Motherfucker, your shit goes through a data center. The FBI, if they subpoena that shit, they can pull that up in a heartbeat. Are you that fucking retarded? They can see whatever they want with the subpoena. They don't have to go through you. They go to the data center, just like a call. If you call somebody and you threaten the president of the United States, you get put on a call list, fucktard. Nothing you do is private. Are you dumb? Are you actually that stupid? You think that you have anonymity online? You're fucking retarded. They can see whatever you're doing. All they have to do is subpoena the fucking Wi-Fi. Like, you can't even pirate anything without, like, for example, Xfinity blocking you for 10 seconds and sending you an email saying you're pirating something, fuck off. You have no enemy. That's not even a thing. You're fucking retarded. Got smartphones to track. Yeah, that was the thing with fucking the COVID vaccines. People were like, they're putting chips in our body. And I'm like, what do you think this is? Bro, they know where you're at constantly. What are you talking about? Everyone has one of these, you fucking retard. You're fucking stupid. Use a brain cell. It might save your life one day. Or don't. Please don't. Let natural selection take its course, please. We don't need any more of you. We already see what it's doing in Minnesota. We don't need more, please. Like, bro, come on.
At all. It's just in this race that every company on the planet is engaged in to collect as much data as possible and get people as comfortable as possible with just giving their data willingly. So that way they can just harvest it easily, no hiccups. This is not a good change.
Keep living in ignorance.
Not something that anyone should be looking forward to. Do I think it's actually going to kill Discord? No. I don't think so. I know a lot of people are saying that this is the end of Discord, and even me with the title RIP Discord, I don't actually think it's going to sink them. I think people are just going to shrug their shoulders and just fork over the data in order to keep using the platform that they've already become accustomed to. I don't believe people ever really have a huge willingness to switch off of things that they become used to. There's endless examples to pull from, even like in gaming. People have set games that are their comfort game, and they maybe might tinker around with playing a new game in the same genre, but typically always go back to the one that they've just spent the most time with, and right now that's Discord. So I don't
Oh, you mean using a VPN? You do realize that all they have to do is subpoena the fucking VPN, right? Where do you think it goes? It goes to a data center. Everything you do goes to a data center. Your internet, your phone calls, everything goes to a data center. Whether that be a VPN in a different fucking country or whatever, it goes to that data center. They subpoena. It's happened before. They subpoena the VPN holder that you used. Once they fucking figure out that you're onto some shit, they fucking subpoena the VPN. The VPN coughs that information up to the police. You still got. Go incognito and use a VPN. You still gonna get got. It don't matter. All that shit is saved, bro. Why do you think these countries spend so much fucking money trying to get Americans' data? Use a fucking brain cell.
Is going to be, a huge destruction of Discord.
A VPN is a great way to say that you're in a different country. So, like, for example, Pornhub, you can get around being in Texas by using a VPN, but they still track everything. You are living in their world. Whether you like it or not, keep coping.
It should be. I just don't think people are actually going to.
How do you think they shut off the lights in Venezuela? Whenever they got Maduro, they shut the entire electrical grid off. Motherfucker, you don't own anything. Tomorrow, the government can just take your house and property. Eminent domain, motherfucker. And you know what's crazy? You bitch about it and you disappear. You don't live in your own world, you live in theirs.
Something else in its place because people are
it's
just
exactly what Elon was saying. You will pay for everything and you will own nothing. That's how it is. I'm the coping one,
service
right?
at this point. But I guess we'll see. I could be entirely wrong. Skype, for example. Skype, by all definitions, was too big to fail. They were the top dog until Discord came around and ate their lunch. Discord was a superior service to Skype, and Skype ate shit for it. It never adapted, it never changed, and it died. So who knows, maybe I'm entirely wrong, and something will pop up now that Discord is in a really rough spot, lost their footing here. Maybe something else will come.
Yeah, but ignorance will keep people from being able to go out and vote on things that won't implement online ID. Remember that. Whenever you're being called paranoid for knowing what's going on, just like what that dude did that talked about Pizzagate and then he lost everything, and just like that other guy that talked about the Epstein files, that guy that talked about the fuck is his name? The really like one that talks about that shit all the time. Anthony Bourdain? Is that his name? The conspiracy theorist that's bald and like is super like aggro all the fucking time. They said that those people were crazy. The thing is that they exiled Snowden, Edward Snowden, because the government was using people's computers to look through their cameras. They exiled him to Russia. He sought asylum in Russia because he leaked that information. The government does whatever the fuck it wants.
Take its place, and people will flock to that instead, so that way they don't have to play ball with these kind of new changes. We'll see. I'm just not super optimistic about that happening, but I'd love to be wrong about it. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Like, you don't own any... There is no privacy when you're online. That's not a thing. It's just becoming more apparent now that they're implementing online ID. That's all. Oh, damn, it's already getting that time, huh? What is this?
A really big one.
Oh, that's the Discord thing. Okay, that's Discord. We just got through with that. All right, we gonna watch this unroll. A massive response to serial hit and run driver. I see, this is what happens when you don't use your brain cells, guys. Don't turn into this person.
Somebody just got hit by a car. Oh my god. Some dude just hit somebody. Okay,
Check out Midwest Safety, Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety.
Still conscious? No. So the same car that hit this gentleman hit someone else down the street. Went into the sidewalk, hit him. He flew up in the air, and now he's on the ground. There's another pedestrian that was hit, yes.
Oh, damn, thanks for the hundo. Hundo Jules. Oh, 2 Jules. 2 for 6 Jules. Thanks for the 6 Jules.
On the night of January 26th, 2025, 911 dispatch in Tampa, Florida
man,
received...
dude, you in the wrong place to be doing this. You are in the wrong place to be doing this. Oh, man.
startling calls about a man in a white Honda Accord running over pedestrians. The first victim was struck in front of the victim's house following an altercation with the suspect at the nearby Dollar General.
Man, you know we got one of them fence zombies running people over, man.
Of your emergency.
Usually they don't have enough brain cells to figure out how to drive, but unfortunately this one figured out.
Are they crazy? Somebody racing down the road with their car, and now they're sped away.
As patrolling officers rushed to the area, additional frantic calls came through to 911 dispatch.
911, what is the location of your emergency? Location is on the corner of Intervay and McDill. Somebody just got hit by a car. Somebody, they hit him and just took off.
Okay.
There's a white Honda Accord.
Okay, is the pedestrian still conscious?
No.
Okay, stay on the line.
Oh my God.
David, 5 on.
Right there. That's the car.
Hey, whoever just passed me, turn around. That white car is the Signal 3 car.
That's the guy who just did it.
He's going northbound on McDill. It's a small white vehicle.
There's a bike in the back of the car. That's it. That's the guy.
By the time an officer caught up to the suspect, he had no idea there were already 2 more victims who were in critical condition.
Damn, he put their ass in critical condition, too. He didn't just hit them. He might have, fucking backed up on them, too. Bro, just what? He lost his last brain cell and just decided to start running over people? What the fuck?
Okay, the vehicle's gonna be stopped here. I'm gonna be out with it.
It's okay, buddy. So just stay right there, okay? Don't move, okay?
That's his phone, ma'am.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you like, he's got some good aim if he's running over all these people. I don't think he's drunk.
Hey, stop! Stop!
Oh,
Stop.
oh.
Get out of the car!
Damn it. Almost had his ass too, man.
He ended up fleeing westbound.
Try not to move, okay? Right here. The fire department's on their way, okay?
He was on foot, but then he ran inside the vehicle and took off.
Hey, he's got some pretty significant...
Tampa has very restrictive pursuit policies. Well, that's bullshit. You got to get rid of that. You got to get rid of that, bro.
He was
throw that shit out.
Hey, he's got some pretty significant injuries. I don't want to turn him around, but he's bleeding from his nose and his face. No. I mean, he moved a little bit when I was... Yeah, when I was, like, checking his pulse on his neck, he moved around a little bit, was groaning, but...
So he's in a vehicle now, Blake?
10-4. I still see his lights westbound on Wyoming, probably 4 blocks from me.
So we were just standing in the parking lot. We saw
saying crash out incoming.
the bike in the back that they just chased.
Yeah.
No. Down this road.
Hold on just one second. The victim's not responsive. He's probably going to be a trauma alert. TFR is 97. He's got bleeding from his nose and his head.
As the officer was taking witness statements, yet another 911 call came through dispatch.
I just called a minute ago about someone that had been struck by a vehicle, and there was another one down the street. So the same car that hit this gentleman hit someone else down the street.
Damn!
Where the paramedics are, so they're not here.
So you're with another pedestrian that was hit.
Oh my God, so they stopped. They stopped before they got to the right person. They went to the wrong person. Holy shit.
Another pedestrian that was hit, yes.
He came down this direction.
Okay, so he was coming northbound.
Northbound. He made a left. He made a left onto Intervane.
He made a left to Intervane.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got to the gas station. He did a
That's what I'm saying, man. You got to put this dude in the dirt. Hell no.
Shoot across this way.
You can't let somebody like this back out into public. Somebody that's actively using their vehicle to run people over like this, you either put them in the dirt or you put them in jail for the rest of their life. Like you got to do one or the other. You can't let these people back out into society, bro. Dude, that's crazy.
I heard a thump. I didn't see anything yet. Then he just took off. And then when I looked over, I saw the body.
While paramedics tend to the now 3 victims, officers flood the area looking for
he's getting some ground too. Jeez, man, he's all over the place. 1, 2. These are not. Oh, these 2 are close, but these are not.
While paramedics tend to the now 3 victims, officers flood the area looking for a white sedan with front-end damage.
10-4, I'm coming up behind that vehicle now.
Tampa Police, put your hands out the window! Tampa Police, put the vehicle in park! Sir, how you doing? You all right? Were you just in a vehicle crash? No?
That's not
Keep your hands out the
acceptable
window for me where I can see them.
language, bro.
Appreciate
Not
that, sir.
acceptable.
We just had a vehicle crash where somebody was struck by a vehicle.
Damn, so that's the car again. Where'd he go?
Okay.
Is that? Oh no, okay, that was a hit and run. So I guess he got hit by the guy.
But did you say the front windshield had vehicle damage? Or there's going to be damage to the front windshield? This is not going to be the car. All right, I'm sorry to bother you, sir. We're looking for a car that just killed somebody. I apologize. You be safe, okay?
Damn.
Did you get a description of the guy that ran back into the car?
It's going to be a white male, probably in his 50s. He's going to have short, stub facial hair, like grayish white, really short hair. He was wearing a t-shirt, and I think he had shorts on.
Patrols continued to scour the area, while an officer backtracked to Dollar General for video surveillance footage of the suspect.
I wonder if he was trying to get on that bike and ditch the car so that way he could lose the cop.
At this time, another 911 call from a neighbor of the first victim came through dispatch.
Okay, what's going on?
the neighborhood was shooting at somebody because...
What?
There was a gentleman that was following his friend from the Dollar Tree. That guy in the white car started running the other guy over, and my neighbor was trying to shoot at him.
Yo! Yo, that's what it'd be like in Texas, too. You try to run somebody over, you're gonna have like 9 people shooting at you. God damn!
And his friend's hurt, so he needs ambulance, too. Yeah, hit and run, but Gerald tried to shoot because he kept backing up, reversing his car and trying to hit everybody.
Right, no, I understand. We've got officers all over the area looking for that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it seems to be all connected.
So we're chasing a vehicle right now. A vehicle that was involved in the shooting and then ran down 2 pedestrians. Actually, I guess drove through this parking lot. Did you guys have a vehicle or like some kind of argument or something in the parking lot? Did you hear people yelling or vehicles speeding up? It's a what?
Come on, man. You look at this man. You could tell his ears ain't worked since like the 1900s. Come on. You really think he's gonna hear anything?
It's like a 2-door sedan. It was driven by a white male with a tie-dye t-shirt. 10-4, I'm gonna see if there's anything on camera. He walks towards the front of the store, armed with a tennis racket, kind of like looks around, gets back in the car, and then backs up towards the north side of the store, but then I lose sight of him. There's no cameras on that side. And then there is a black male that leaves.
The fuck was he gonna do with a tennis racket?
The Dollar General. Is this guy known to our guy or no? He's never met him before. Okay, I see him right here. So I see him. He comes up at 2022. They don't have any words yet. He must have parked. The black male parked out of frame. So I'm guessing this guy repositioned his car, and that's when they had words.
After the officer reviewed the store footage, a panicked 911 call came through dispatch, an hour after the suspect was seen on Wyoming Avenue.
We just left the remote.
Man, there's no way this dude is drunk. He's moving around too damn much. He's making too much ground for someone who's supposed to be drunk. I don't know about that.
We're under the bridge. We're hiding under a pillar.
Oh, have a good rest of your day, Alex.
And his car stopped, and they took off and hit him intentionally. White Honda with the busted windshield.
Okay, stay on the line with me. I'm going to get us over to fire and rescue, okay?
It could be meth. You could be onto something there. It could be meth. Yeah. It could be a drug.
He just did it again.
Was it like that? Is it like PCP that makes you like go like actually crazy?
The 4th victim called from under I-275.
What the fuck? Holy shit! God damn!
About 5 miles northwest of the other victims.
That's 5 miles?
Vehicle description and the driver's behavior matched the suspect car.
Oh, it makes sense because he probably used the interstate to get over there, huh?
The area.
Signal for the pedestrian reference a white Honda or with a broken windshield, possibly going to be related to sector B signal breeze.
I was gonna say, how the hell do you not see that person speeding through all them freaking corners like that?
Where was that? We're coming from the hangar.
What's going on?
So what, is he just hitting like random people? What the hell is he doing?
Just to clarify, it's our victim that was here that shot. The suspect did not actually shoot the 10-0
Damn, it's a shame he wasn't a better shot, man.
That vehicle was last seen going on the I-275 from London.
Under I-275 from London.
Yes, all units responding to that signal for be advised, if it is the vehicle from Sector B, he is 10-0 with a handgun and has been shooting. Stand by, it looks like the vehicle pulled a U-turn, it's not coming back.
Oh wait, so does the guy have a handgun?
Coming back.
Hold on, let me hear that again.
It looks like the vehicle pulled a U-turn, it's not coming back. With a handgun and be advised, if it is the vehicle from Sector B, he is 10-0.
Armed with a hand. So this motherfucker got a gun and a car. He's got the lethal company going on over there, man. You see, what you got to do with people like this is you just drop a nuke on them and call it a day. Just nuke them. You know, not enough to kill anybody around him, just him. Just blow the car up. You got to use one of those tactical strikes like what we used in Iran.
It seems like to West Shore.
Yeah, unless he sees him in the street and he's gonna go hit him again. How sadistic would that be?
Ridiculous. We are so far. I'm just gonna keep trying though. Keep getting over there.
Does it have a broken rear tail light?
I know that it has a shattered windshield, and be advised the vehicle is not coming back 97. Again, all units use caution when responding to that.
Clear.
They said he's eastbound? Yeah, eastbound.
Hey, they don't even know where this guy's at. He's all over the place. Street anti-crime unit, SAC. Interesting.
What are you hitting to?
West Shore 2220.
Oh, okay, we got... Oh, man, I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I want to look at that. It's boring. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, I love these.
Air 5, we have that vehicle on.
And see, look, you already got it lined up right there, man. Just caught his ass. It'd be done. Neutralize the target. Bomb that motherfucker.
There's just a train of cars.
We're in a parallel here in a second. We just can't do it right now. As soon as we can get over the parallel.
I mean, whatever's left, just kind of dig up some body parts and put some handcuffs around them. I mean, figure it out. Come on.
5-1, I'll let Air call it.
Why the hell are we even going to play ball game with somebody that's doing this?
This guy made it super far.
How's it going, Travis?
Was expecting that. I'll give him that.
Perez?
3 5, if we can get SAC units to get in the area and just have the mark units hold off a little if Air has it.
Yep.
Signal 5 vehicles.
He's going to be making a eastbound turn to get on the west 275.
Say with it, it's a certified route. I don't think they recognize that.
Tower P4. Alright, it's the car they're after.
I'll try to dig up the GTA video tomorrow. How about that? If you swing by tomorrow, I'll have that one pulled up as the last video for the stream. Nothing too crazy should happen between now and tomorrow. One would hope.
Impossible parallel. It's on the interstate now. We can't parallel.
Get clarification from 305. Are we going to continue this pursuit or not? Because if we are, or not,
Damn, bro. Oh, here we go.
500.
Alright, I'll be zooming out here showing that your units
That's
turn
3.
off their lights. They're getting off the exit. It's continuing northbound on 275, normal speeds of traffic, outside lane.
I'm driving. Pull your seat back right now.
Air 5, since we're headed towards P3, let's back. No, maybe they can intercept us.
Hurry up.
What exit?
Damn, they are coordinating this shit. You see that? You see that coordination right there?
Outside lane.
I'm driving.
There's 2 undercovers.
Pull your seat back right now.
Air 5, since we're headed towards P3, let's back. No, maybe they can intercept us.
Hold on, wait a minute now.
Just passing the lowest exit. We haven't actually coming up to Himes to go over Himes.
131. Nice out in the area. Yeah. Oh man, look at that.
He has got at least one flat tire here, so.
Oh, there it is.
Very much further. Still northbound 275, normal speeds traffic.
Stay where you're at.
What the hell is this guy do? Okay. Yo, if you got laws that are so damn strict that you can't pursue somebody in a chase that's hitting and running people over, it's time to change some laws, don't you think?
Would you like FHP to respond?
If they want to help us out, this guy's going to stay on the interstate. Still northbound 275, I'll get you across when I can.
500. If we can pick this guy before he runs somebody else over on the interstate, that'd be good. If they want to help us out, they're going to stay on the interstate.
Stop stick? Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that we have the technology in the U.S. Army to microwave men's brains during a tactical insertion in Venezuela, but for whatever reason our law enforcement officers don't have the ability to flip a switch and turn off a vehicle? I feel as though the funding isn't really doing what it should be doing, huh? You know what I'm saying?
What lane? For sticks.
That was a good spike. They just as stupid as fucking Texas drivers, man. They're so goddamn aggressive. Goddamn world could be ending and these dumb motherfuckers are gonna try and kill each other just to fucking get a little further along. God damn.
Let's go! That's all good. Hold it.
You know what I think? I think that if those spike strips pop that dude's tire, he should be held liable and he should go to jail. Destruction of police property.
Had a pit's been authorized?
Could have stopped and let him grab the spikes, man. Like, come on.
It has been authorized.
Just be aware, they said he's 10-0 with a gun.
Yeah, it is authorized. It is authorized. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, we can do a pit on him now. Look at that. Hot damn.
Hang tight real quick.
We're gonna hang back like Mark units do it here. Alright, 10-3, I'm in position. Let me know when you guys are ready. Hold on, let's stop traffic. Watch crossfire.
Alright, let's move in.
Filling in a pit.
Oh, man, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Oh, dude.
Alright, we got a successful pit.
Oh!
Oh, there it goes. That way, right.
Oh, they got his ass. Let's fucking go. Yo, that was beautiful.
Spread out on the interstate. Spread out on the interstate.
There, they're gonna pin them all. There they come. Yo, that was beautiful. That was amazing. How come it is they can do this, but you got a whole SWAT team of people that can't take on a dude throwing Yankee candles and fucking throwing knives, bro? Like, what the fuck? Holy, that was amazing. The coordination was beautiful. Holy crap. That was awesome.
Hold up on the wall there.
Yo.
Caution.
Look at all those cops. Oh, shit.
Let me see your fucking hands! Let me see your hands! Watch fire! Let me see your hands! Put your hands up! Get on the fucking ground! Got you. Hey, no, don't rush him! Don't rush him! Do not rush him! Hey, he's reaching! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Watch the crossfire! Show me your hands! Move!
Oh man, Doggy's about to get himself some food. Damn, bro.
Hey, I got rifle. Use that.
Bro kicked up a fucking ant's nest. Holy shit. God damn, bro kicked up the goddamn nest. Oh, shit.
What's the crossfire?
Shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Yep. Shouldn't have done it. Should have just done what you was told.
Yeah, he got on the other side. Is he down?
Fuck around and find out, retard. Natural selection, boys. Rip Bozo. Rest in piss, you won't be missed.
Shield. Yep.
Ain't gotta worry about this dickhead getting back onto the streets. That's the way it should be. You wanna fucking go around in America and run people over with your fucking car? And then run from the police? And then sit there and not comply with orders? You gonna get shot, motherfucker. You gonna catch some hot ones. And that's just how it is. And you lucky that it's the police that got your sorry ass.
Out of here. Get. Go. Pull off. Down.
That's right, boys. Graveyard dead.
Wait, there might be another one in the car. Hold it.
Good? Yeah. Back up.
There's another person in the car?
Back up. Pull back. Back. You good? He's good. Hold up, Steve. Hold up. Slow. Is this us? Guys, back up and go that way. Get off the street. Moving.
Damn, dude, they are not fucking around. Dude, Florida got their shit together. Holy shit. They're even telling the people to get the fuck out of the way. Yo, this is what I want to see whenever a fucking police have to respond to something. Holy shit, this is beautiful.
Move! Stupid ass! Back! Got one more in the car.
This is what happens when you don't defund the police. The coordination here is beautiful.
You're hit. Wait.
He got shot?
Yeah, you got a bullet hole through.
Holy shit, he got shot. I wonder if it was from crossfire.
Reevaluate. Everybody get set up.
Huh? What do you see over there? Got on driver's side and they shot. Good? Yeah, I'm gonna reload real quick. Watch him. Canine to the right.
Ooh, that dog wants some food, man. You better go on and let that dog get some food. Go on, let him get some food. Let Kudrow get some food. He wants some food.
No, he's down.
An Air 5, I don't have a good look in the car. I'm not sure if it's still occupied or not.
There might be another one in that car. Bring the shield! Shield! I got a shield!
Oh, man, they got to bring out the toy shield right quick.
I think it's just a grace.
You see, what they should do is take that shield that other department had, that SWAT team that had those two fucking riot vehicles. They need to take all that shit and give it to Florida. They'll actually use it in Florida. Yo, that's a shield. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, Barry, is he okay? He got hit in the shoulder.
Wait a minute. Let me take a look at that shield. Hold on.
Hey, my car's right here. Steve, what are we doing? What we got, man? We're gonna go figure it out, I guess.
Somebody got a PA? Start talking to him. Somebody on the PA, start talking to him.
We have an officer shot. Get in the car. Let's go. Where are you hitting? I think shoulder and leg, but I can't tell. He's hit! Barry's hit! Barry's shot! Are you bleeding? I think my left thigh and shoulder.
Damn, so what, was he hit twice? Once in the shoulder, once in the thigh?
You guys got that side over there? Yep. Make sure there's not too many guns behind us pointing at our back. Well, we got one to our left. I got you. Okay.
You want to go hands on cover, or you want me to go hands? Is there somebody else in the car or not?
Hold what you got. Contact team, you're going to come from the north. People on the south, hold what you got. And have two shields move up and secure them.
Two shields. They got two of them.
Hey, where's this leg? What do we got?
Yeah.
You okay? Hey, where? Are you good? Where?
They have been shrapnel, I don't know.
Okay. You want me to cut him? No. Okay.
It may have been shrapnel.
Make sure you're okay or what? We'll cut it? You want to cut a little hole in it?
You can.
All right, there you go. You okay with that? Yeah, I got it. You good, Rachel?
Yeah. It just burns a little bit, but I'm okay. No. I heard the pops.
Anywhere else?
No.
That's it? Just do it. Just do a turn on real quick. Let me check.
Put that spot.
I'm trying to look at the damn shield. I can't see the shield, man. All these damn lights everywhere trying to give you a seizure.
The guy that's down, and we're gonna move up and clear the...
Yeah, just kick his body over. Ain't nobody care about that no more. Who else is in there?
Hey, you want to send the dog up? Hey, guys. Guys.
I want to go from that side. Just stay with them. They're going to be the contact. I believe Charlie 41 may have been hit up shoulder. Something different went through your shirt, though. Okay. Get in front of him. You get in front of him? Yep.
So wait, is he okay?
No.
You can check my shoulder, my left shoulder.
Left shoulder? Yeah, something went through your shirt. I can't tell. Something different went through your shirt, though. Okay. Get in front of him. You get in front of him? Yep. And you get on the outside. All right.
Man, what is it with these fucking shields, man? Where's the rest of the fucking shield? You missing the whole goddamn lower half of the shield. They couldn't employ me to be a motherfucking police officer. They'd give me that goddamn shield. I'd be like, all right, give me another one. I'd tape that shit together. The fuck is that, man? How good's your shield whenever you get shot in the leg and you go down and you expose the people behind you? The fuck sense does that even make?
Anybody have a shield?
Shield! Shield!
Alex, over here.
Alex, go center door.
They having to stack up on the shields, man.
Where's this guy supposed to be?
Right, ground in front.
I got a gun. You don't need a gun. Just your shield. That's it. No gun. No gun. Crossfire. Watch it. Watch it.
Is there somebody else in there?
Car looks cleared. All right, let's clear it. Ready? Moving. Move.
Stay back.
How's it going, Puddin'?
You got people back here.
Hey, put your fucking rifle down. Over here. Right there. Cop, put your rifle down. Put it down.
Oh, there is somebody in there. Oh.
Willis, you got one in the back.
Get out of the fucking background.
Oh, bro's about to catch some hot ones. I don't understand how many times you gotta tell to somebody, get the fuck out of the car before you just start unloading on the motherfucker. Like, come on. Goddamn.
Let's back up, guys. Back up.
Yeah, so there is somebody in the back of that car.
Hey, you got rifle?
I'm just gonna stay with you.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. All right, ready? Car looks clear. Yeah. Car's clear.
You pinned it?
Oh, is it clear?
Car's clear. Car's clear. Car's clear.
Hot damn, there you go.
Hey, who's got gloves?
I mean,
What you need gloves for? Just slap some cuff on him. Shit. That's what happens when you run over a bunch of people and then you lead police on a high-speed chase and then you don't surrender and you keep reaching for shit. You get dead. I have no sympathy for that, dude. None. How you gonna rehabilitate somebody that is actively running people over on the side of the road? Fuck that. You ain't gonna rehabilitate somebody like that. They're crazy.
Everyone confirmed for me that 2 officers were hit, and if so, what's the condition and where exactly?
I keep getting told that prison is for rehabilitation. I've yet to see it.
That's it, that's excuse me.
No officers hit. Everyone's 10-4. The only subject is out.
everybody good? We got someone going to the hospital already. 2 officers in here? I don't think so.
No officers hit.
No, they pitted it.
10-4. The only subject is out.
Oh, so everyone's good?
We have officers on other channels advising that somebody's hit. Can everyone check everybody and make sure that we're okay?
Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. Yo, this is what a response should look like. Holy shit. Bro fucked around and he found out real quick.
That somebody's hit.
God damn, there's even more over to the right. I didn't even see that group over there.
Everyone check everybody and make sure.
Holy shit.
Who is hit?
I got grazed.
Everybody good? You okay?
Hold on.
I just got grazed.
Nah, she should be checked out regardless. She should get checked out regardless. You never know what could have happened. There could be something embedded in her leg and she not know about it because, you know, the adrenaline and everything. Even she probably won't even notice it until like the next day. She should get checked out regardless. It could cause an infection. It could do all kinds of shit.
I was right behind
I'm going to separate you and we're going to stand over with you.
Yeah. I would get her checked out regardless.
I don't know his name. He's already on the way to the hospital. I went Charlie 4-1. He may have been hit. 151 to TGH. I'm pulling up now.
I wonder if the guy shot him or if he got like hit by a ricocheting bullet. That magical ricocheting bullet I'm talking about, man, that shit's no joke.
Yeah. 135, 136 got grazed, but she's 10-4.
I know you're not like really hurt, but we still want to keep you.
Well, I was right behind you.
All right, do me a favor.
I'm fine. I
She
think
got
it's
hit on the
just a
back.
graze.
Let me see. Hey, give me a glove.
I'm fine.
I don't look. Check your.
No, he should have an ambulance called out there to look her over. That's what he should do. That's what he needs to do. Even if you're the supervisor, if you're not medically trained like a paramedic or an EMT, you got to get somebody out there that's gonna look her over and make sure she's good.
Very good. Yeah. You good?
It's not only it's not just a safety thing; it's a liability thing too. Because it's like, well, you checked her over, yeah. Well, then, who are you? You know, are you an EMT or a paramedic? No. Okay, well then, she needs to get looked over by a paramedic, a professional. Like,
Eric. Make sure you're good.
I'm kind of surprised that's not a standard operating procedure for the station. Honestly.
Your case has hit me in the fucking eye.
Good job.
Yo, they was letting that lead fly so much, one of the casings hit him in the eye.
Everybody, good job. Just back out. All right. Hey, if you shot over here.
Yeah.
Eastbound from Dale Mabry, the whole interstate shut. Northbound 275. Suspect is probably going to be signal 7.
Hey, no, ain't no way, dude.
275 northbound. Downtown.
You might as well just call up a hearse, man. Get them out there with a body bag. Shit.
Have them come the wrong way on 275. We're all blocked here.
Give me a flashlight. Sorry, don't move. You're scratched. You're fine.
It may have been shrapnel. I don't know, but I felt right when I heard the pop.
It was probably a fucking bullet. It was probably a bullet. Grazed her.
Your pants are up, so.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got to be careful with them 9mm, man. They don't embed. They ricochet. That's what they're designed to do. Whenever they enter your body, they ricochet off your bones and shred your organs. That's what the 9mm is designed to do. It doesn't have raw stopping power, but it'll stop you eventually.
As I heard the pops, I dropped.
Oh, no, he definitely got shot.
There's definitely blood. He may have just been shot. We were just on a shooting.
Let's get you to go back to the trauma bed. Let's just get him back there and then check you out.
Yeah, I shot him.
Yeah? You shot him?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah. I think she fell and it was the friction.
No.
No, that's a great.
I heard the pops.
Oh, you felt it sting by you?
I ate some whatever. I don't know if it was dirt or whatever.
I heard the pops and I felt the...
on the ground.
131. I'm at 136. Looks like you got grazed on the right hamstring, but 10-4.
I was right behind you.
Horrible idea going ahead.
100%. These people just, I know, I get the adrenaline, I get it. I'm not like saying.
I can't see in
they
the
just
car.
Charge, and then when they all
careful.
charge up, you're like, well, we have to go too. Do we know who was all involved in the shooting?
I was.
You were?
Who wasn't, man?
Okay. All right. You stay with them?
Yeah.
Stay with them.
Okay.
Don't talk about it. Don't text about it. Don't call.
Damn, they even had the helicopter up there. They saw everything, bro.
Where's your car at?
We can take it from here.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are taking her to the hospital. I was like, you better have her checked out, man. Multiple, and look at that, dude. That's from all the people he hit. That's from all the fucking people that he hit with his car. And you want to tell me that somebody like that could be rehabilitated? Nah, dude, jail's for rehabilitation. The dirt's where you go if you're a monster. And that's where he's at now. Good riddance.
Not that I'm seeing on this side. Oh boy, dude, that got crazy, huh? What the hell is this guy's deal? I don't know what his deal was, man. That was crazy. He was just killing people.
No, he ran over at least 3 people.
He was like
shot at somebody.
hunting people.
Yeah.
That is a first for me. This whole thing is a first for me. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. It don't matter if he's got a mental illness like that, bro. He needs to be in an asylum. They ain't put that ass in a fucking 4x4 padded room where he can sit there in a jacket and rock back and forth all fucking day. That's where he needs to be. He don't need to be out in the general population of the public. Fuck that, man. Nah, that is no excuse. I'm mentally ill. I'm not about to go and do that. I don't want to fucking die. Fuck that. I worked hard to become a 31-year-old with no criminal record. Thank you. It was real easy. I just did mostly what I was told to do, unless it was telling somebody at a job I worked at to fuck off.
Run you over.
In retrospect, we probably shouldn't have ran up on the car.
Well, that's fine. You have no choice. You don't know what to
No,
do.
dude, that aggression. I love seeing that aggression. Whenever I see police with that aggression, man, it takes me back to whenever I was fighting fire, dude. That's damn good to see. I love to see aggression. That is good shit. You gotta crush these people. You have to annihilate any chance they have of retaliating. Crush them. Because whenever you just roll up on them like that and you're on top of them already, you put them in just imagine if he was able to get to whatever he was trying to get to and start opening fire. He could have killed people off onto the other side lane. He could have made those bullets go anywhere, man. You'd have had way more people hurt. Nah. Hell no.
It doesn't matter.
Is he actively ran? How many people? It's 4?
By the time his rampage ended, 48-year-old Jeremiah Bailey injured 3 people and killed a 4th, 37-year-old U.S. Air Force Tech Sergeant stationed at nearby MacDill Air Force Base. According to the police report, Bailey's second victim suffered a brain bleed but survived. Detectives also discovered that during the hour between killing his 3rd victim and hitting the 4th, Bailey drove to St. Petersburg where he struck another victim unloading groceries.
How? The fuck? Bro, just patrolling the streets looking for people to run the fuck over. And you want this kind of person out? No, dude. Hell nah.
A subsequent search of Bailey's vehicle yielded no
This kind of person needed brain surgery. Unfortunately for him, he got it in the worst way.
And Bailey was found to be clinching a pack of cigarettes in his left hand. In all, 7 officers fired at Bailey.
I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't. I'm sorry. I feel bad for the people that, even thought that it was okay to let somebody that had these tendencies to be out. Because he had to have aggression for him to end up doing this. I don't give a shit if he's mentally ill or not, bro. If he's that mentally ill where he's in a car running people over, nah, man.
As to whether he was armed was likely due to the initial 911 call. As Bailey was running over his first victim, the victim's friend fired at Bailey, which can be heard on the 911 call.
What are they doing? Are they crazy?
2 rounds were recovered from the vehicle matching the firearms that the officers were using, and 1 round was recovered that matched the friend's firearm. All officers were cleared of any wrongdoing, and the 3 officers
obviously
injured, all by shrapnel or ricochets, were released and fully
So yeah, it was probably a ricochet.
recovered. According to the police report, an interview with Bailey's girlfriend revealed that Bailey had suffered a traumatic brain injury after a 3-story fall in the early 2000s and described seeing and hearing things that didn't exist and that he often seemed confused or angry. He also recently...
Yeah, what did I just say? What did I just fucking say? He probably has a history of aggression. Look at that. I've never seen this fucking video before in my life, and I can tell based on what he was doing, he was aggressive. Obviously.
He was fired from his construction job and began drinking heavily. According to court records, Bailey was ordered to serve 4 years in Florida State Prison for hitting a restaurant manager in the face with a beer bottle in 2019 and fighting with the officer who arrested him. Bailey had served his time and was on probation when he began his rampage.
Damn, they didn't fuck around. They gave that dude 4 years in prison for that. Holy shit. Damn. They don't fuck around in Florida, bro. That's what I like to see. It ain't like every other state where they just let these people right back onto the street with barely handcuffed at all, huh? Damn!
In the face with a beer bottle in 2019 and fighting with the officer who arrested him. Bailey had served his time and was on probation when he began his rampage throughout the Tampa Bay area.
Big surprise, they let him out and he went and did it again. Who'd have thought? It's almost like there's no rehabilitating. All right, boys, we rolling. We'll be back on tomorrow bright and early. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. Stay away from crazy people. Don't stand in front of cars. Don't attempt to run anybody over. You're liable to catch some hot ones. Yeah. Stay safe out there. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Tomorrow bright and early, same time, same place. Peace. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over